And welcome to Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken Thursday Night Lights, presented by Cincinnati Area Toyota Dealers. Tonight, a matchup of teams from Division 5 Region 20 as the Waynesville Spartans make the trip to Jamestown in Greene County and visit the Greeneview Rams at Don Knock Field here in Jamestown. Good evening. Thank you for making us a part of your Thursday evening. I'm Matt Digby, joined by Keith Byars. We will also hear from Joshi later in the program. But, Keith, we have to acknowledge right now it is sunny with a capital S. It is hot with a capital H. And it's going to affect both these teams, but it's a matter of who's able to deal with those conditions the better. That's going to come out on top tonight.
You know, you're absolutely right. You know, I'm glad I had good training in my high school coach here at Roth High School in Dayton. Tom Montgomery, he used to teach us it's always football weather. It's always perfect weather. Whether it's hot, snowy, rainy, it's football weather. So today, it's football weather. I'm thinking today in the telecast, we may get more cramping that we normally have, so that you have to hydrate. Both teams, you got to hydrate. And if they do that, we're going to be in for a great game.
And we are looking forward to a great game between the Rams and the Spartans. Time now to send it to our chief meteorologist, Natalie Walters, with tonight's forecast.
Well, heating up a bit for our Thursday night lights. Not quite as pleasant as last week, but still not too bad of an evening as Waynesville takes on Greeneview. Going to be overall a warm one with temperatures close to 90 around 6 p.m. But as that sun sets, it gets a little cooler. Overall, just dropping into the lower 80s and then eventually the upper 70s. No need for a jacket. Bring a fan, something to keep yourself cool. There is a very small chance for a shower popping up across the area as well, but for the most part, just plan on a hot Thursday night lights.
Natalie, coming up next, the coin toss and the opening kickoff as Greeneview gets ready to host Waynesville on Thursday Night Lights. Welcome back to Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken Thursday Night Lights. This is the Big Sandy Superstore coin toss. Greeneview in their home jerseys. This was conducted back at the 20-minute mark, and it looked like Greeneview won the toss, decided to defer. So that's Waynesville quarterback Alex Ambergy speaking on behalf of the Waynesville Spartans. And it looks like Waynesville will be going north to south, left to right on your screen once the game begins. As the final instructions taking place between our refereeing crew and the two captains tonight. So we did mention it was warm, very warm today, but we are going to be able to get this game in. Very thankful for that. They are waiting for the two teams. Right now, Greeneview still waiting to take the field. They are, you see the sign, it is a whiteout theme night for the students. As here is a look at the sign. It says check the weather, calling for a whiteout, and here come the Rams. They are 1-0 in their 8th year with head coach Ryan Haynes. They're coming off a 34-12 win over Northridge last week, and they're looking to move to 2-0 in week 2 of high school football. So, Keith, a lot of excitement, a lot of emotion. Both teams coming off differing outcomes. Waynesville looking to get back on track after a loss to Clinton Massey, but both teams, they're very much aware of each other. They know kind of what to expect.
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at the whiteout. I'm trying to think cool thoughts. Yep. Yes, but, you know, I love the second game of the season almost as much as I love the first game of the season. I love the second game of the season, you know, from a coaching standpoint, because you want to improve all season long. But that biggest gap between game 1 and game 2 is when you improve your most. Yep. That's when you really see, you know, you got preseason, your scrimmages and stuff like that. Then you go play your first game of the season. You know, it went well, you know, for one team, but not so well for the other team. You know, Waynesville wanted to get on a winning streak. Greeneview got off to a good streak. And now you have something that you can coaching points as from a real game point. So now I'm expecting to see a lot cleaner, much better game. And so throw the records out. 1-0, 0-1 doesn't mean anything unless you're Waynesville. You want to be 1-1 when you leave here, and if you're Greeneview, you want to be 2-0.
This kickoff presented by Carroll Wirtz Tire Company. Greeneview will kick it off to Waynesville, who will have the opening possession of the game. Again, they will be going left to right across your screen, going towards the south end zone. And we are underway for week 2 of high school football in Ohio. This ball trickling out of bounds and eventually will go out of bounds. So Waynesville will take over with great field position due to the out-of-bounds kickoff.
That was a great decision by Waynesville by not fielding that ball. You know, you fielded the balls at the 30, you let it go out, you gain those extra 5 yards, you get it to 35.
Greeneview needs an extra E. So Waynesville, we had a chance to see them last year. They reached the Region 20 championship game, coming off a big turnaround season after going 3-8 in 2022. A huge turnaround with a co-division championship game title, I should say, in the SWBL. And there is Alex Ambergy, the quarterback. We had a chance to see him last year. He had an outstanding game against Oakwood.
Exactly. I'm looking for him. He's going to be much more better than he was last year. I'm looking for a big game out of him tonight.
And on the first play, it's a handoff to Garrett Lundy. He had an outstanding game against the Lumberjacks, but he is the bet. Very close to the line of scrimmage. Only a gain of about a yard or maybe two is going to bring up second and long. As we'll take a look at the starting lineup very shortly for the Waynesville offense.
Second down, 8.
You know, I'm on the field in pregame, get a good look at both teams. You know, even though this is one of the lower divisions in the state of Ohio, they got a lot of size.
Yeah.
You know, one of the smaller schools, but they got big players out there.
So second down and 8 after they rule it a gain of 2 for Lundy. This is Ambergy's first pass of the game. It's low but complete, and shaking a couple tackles close to the first down mark. That's going to be Trent Davis, number 22, on the reception. He's going to be met just short of the 45-yard line, which is the line to gain, so we'll bring up third and short. Here are the starting lineup for the Waynesville offense, presented by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. They go with 2 in the backfield, running back Garrett Lundy and a fullback Caleb Sullivan. And they also have several weapons in receiving, Lincoln Luck and Trent Davis and Kellen Philpott on the tight end.
Well, you know, we got a first third down of the game. You know, Greeneview brought pressure on second down. I expect them to bring another blitz here on third down.
Well, Ambergy runs to his right side. He will definitely have enough for the first down, and forward progress will be stopped at the 46-yard line, but it is enough. Ambergy only needed a handful of feet, and he got that handful of feet. That's the first down of the ball game, presented by Arby's. Here's a look at the Greeneview starting defense. They go with a 3-4 setup.
That 3-4, you know, they got a big, defensive line right now. You know, early in the game, you want to control the trenches. And, you know, that time right there, Waynesville, they got that important third down to keep, the opening drive line alive. They didn't get it by much, but, hey, they moved the chains. Here comes blitz again.
On first and 10 from their own 46, and this is going to be the first flag of the game. Looks like early movement.
Well, I think they saw that blitz coming, and, they're bringing that linebacker, out of the slot late.
Number 12 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Well, they've been, in front of the chains, so far in this opening drive. Now they're behind it. Instead of first and 10 or second medium, now they're, first and long, first and 15.
So there's a look at Ryan Haynes in the 8th season with the Greeneview Rams. He's led them to 3 straight OHC South Division titles, and talked with them yesterday. He certainly has their eye on 4 in a row and perhaps a deep playoff run. They have not been able to go as far deep into the playoffs as they would have liked, as on first and 15, Garrett Lundy gets a couple of yards back, but it's still going to bring up second and long.
I'm liking this. I like the physicality, out of both teams, both our offensive line and defensive line. The coaches are putting it, both coaches are putting on them to try to establish, dominance. And, right now, they're both somewhat of a stalemate.
So the clock now under 9.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. No score. This is the first drive of the ball game. Waynesville won the toss and elected to receive. They've got 2nd and 12 upcoming. Ambergy with a short screen pass out to Lundy. Quickly made one man miss. Quickly making a couple man miss. And he's got close to another Waynesville first down. They will give it to him around the 43-yard line. So Garrett Lundy with a first down pickup. That's presented by Arby's.
That's a nice catch, a short catch and a long run. He's just breaking tackles, getting north-south up the field. I love to see that, out of my ball carrier.
9:07 and counting in the first quarter. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the opening drive of the ball game. Waynesville has their second first down in the ball game. They're at the Greeneview 43-yard line. Ambergy in the shotgun with one man on his right hip. Looks like it is Garrett Lundy, rather. Ambergy wants to throw a swing pass to Lundy. He waited a bit, and Lundy now eventually finding a hole quickly inside the 40, and he'll be back for progress at about the 37-yard line.
That was a nice tackle in open field by Alex Horney. That was really, he's a senior, quarterback, defensive back, and they had very physical there. I like to see that.
Did very well to keep Lundy from reaching the line to gain and moving the chains, as the clock is now under 8:25 and counting to go in the first quarter. And this is something we saw last week at Eaton. They were very deliberate that opening drive. Be sure, want to give a shout out to Thrush and Sons for our closed caption mention. But we're now at 8:12 and counting to go in the first quarter.
You know, I just like how Alex Umberge plays quarterback. You can tell he's a senior quarterback, has total command of the offense. He doesn't rush, and he just takes what the defense gives him. Now he's rolling left, nowhere to pass, but he's going to make a good decision by, giving himself a chance on third down.
He does not lose any yardage on the play. If anything, he's going to make it a third and definitely manageable, 3rd and 4 upcoming. Umberge, who I just speak with him yesterday, he has been in contact with Taylor University, the NAIA school from Upland, Indiana, as a potential destination where he may play college football.
Oh, yeah, I can see him playing on that next level. I really see that. He just has that sense of, command and confidence like you like to see, out of your quarterback. Here's 3rd down long. 3rd and 5. I'm thinking 4 down territory if they don't get it right here.
Umberge looking to his left. That one is intercepted. Alex Horty with one man guy who's got an angle. And Alex Horty eventually tackled inside the 30-yard line. What a play for the Greeneview senior.
Big play by Alex Horty.
Well, a methodical drive on that opening drive. It looked like it could result in points, and then we weren't sure if Horty was going to be able to corral the ball in. Eventually, he did.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he gambled on that play. If he doesn't catch it, he doesn't gamble to make that interception at the first down. Easy, headed to their, in scoring territory. But he makes a play. If you gamble, you better win. And he gambled that time. I'm sure, Coach Haynes was, pleased with that gamble.
Wade Von Handorf was the intended recipient of that pass, and if he doesn't get back in position to catch Horty, that is a pick 6 indeed.
I mean, I was sitting there while I was about to comment how they're playing.
We got a break. We'll be right back. 7:12 to go in the opening quarter, and the Greeneview Rams will start their opening drive of the game from the Waynesville 27 after an interception and a lengthy return by their senior quarterback, defensive back Alex Horny, who stepped in front of an Umberge pass intended for Wade Von Handorf. And if not for Von Handorf quickly getting into position to make the tackle, we'd be right now talking about a Greeneview pick 6.
Oh, certainly will. I mean, did you see, he didn't give up on the play, got back in it, and now give your defense a chance to start. I know defense don't want to start in plus territory, but it's better, 0-0 than 7-0.
So they are resetting the game clock back to 7 minutes, 11 seconds. So that's where Greeneview will begin their opening drive of the game. Again, from the Spartan 27-yard line, this is Cooper Payton taking the opening handoff. Nearly broke through for a big hole. He's going to move inside the 20-yard line, and that will be enough, not for a first down, but it does move Greeneview into the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's a great pick call for a pickup or order online after the game. Every piece is important. 7-yard gain on the play makes it 2nd and 3 from the Waynesville 20. After this play. On 2nd and 3.
Greeneview was having problems getting set up on defense.
Payton trying to find an angle. He eventually does get a small gain.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. It's going to be 3rd and inches. By the way, if you're following us on social media, be sure to follow us on X at Dayton247 now. Send your photos of where you're watching the game from, whether it's here at Don Knock Field or at home. We're glad you're with us. Again, that's at Dayton247 now. As we're just under 6 minutes, 15 seconds to play in the opening quarter. 3rd and 1 from the 17-yard line. Run up the middle, you're thinking?
They're in shotgun. I don't think maybe quarterback keep it, but they just pounding away. He's running. He can smell that end zone.
That's Chase Walker
the end zone.
Trying to get that final few inches, and he's going to be marked just shy of the goal line.
I think I saw his hind parts hit the ground first before the ball crossed.
It is a 1st and goal. That is a first down presented by Arby's, and Chase Walker doing every
very physical run,
except for those last few feet. Chase Walker just breaking tackles left and right. And good adjustment by the Waynesville defense to prevent the score, but now they got to get in goal line defense mode.
Yes, you got to load them up. And where that offensive line has gotten off, in the first 3 plays, why take it away? Well, Wildcat.
And Alex Horty nearly runs into his own man, but he's in from a yard out for the opening touchdown of the game. That touchdown presented by Donato's, and the Rams on the board first 6-0. So Horny really started that drive with the interception of the lengthy return. He ends it with a 1-yard touchdown
run. How about
run.
that? You know, I love high school football because you see a lot of your best players getting to play both ways. So he makes a play on defense, almost a pick six, but he got an interception, first turnover of the game, and now he also scores on offense the first touchdown of the game.
So Jace Walker, who had that run to put the Rams right at the 1 yard line, he is also the dual kicker and punter for the Rams, and the first extra point attempt of the night is good. So one drive for the Rams, resulting in 6 points, a 27-yard drive, and the home team takes a 7-0 lead. Timeout on Thursday Night Lights. .5:24 to play in the first quarter. Both the Greeneview Rams and Waynesville Spartans have each had one possession. The main difference, Waynesville's drive ended in an interception, and Greeneview, as a result of that interception, their first drive ended in a touchdown. And the Rams will kick off to the Spartans as we were expecting a close game, and we've had several good plays from both teams so far tonight.
I mean, it's not time for either team to panic. I mean, if you're Greeneview, you couldn't ask for a better start. You know, you got an interception on defense. Your offense started off in plus territory, on the other side of the 50, and you get a touchdown.
So this kickoff is presented by Carroll and Wirtz upcoming. It's two guys back for Waynesville. Garrett Lundy and Trent Davis are waiting to receive, although we'll see if Greeneview, I should say, it's going to be taken short around the 37-yard line.
But they're going to get good field position again. They're choosing to use some kind of a squid kick instead of kicking the ball deep. And first time they kicked it out of bounds, this time, they kick it to 38. So just squib it a little bit. So Waynesville, they're starting off with great field position. See if they can finish off this drive. They had a good drive going to opening drive.
They did. They
ended
did go
in an interception, but I think they got a chance to, try to get back there, try to get positive vibes going.
They did go past the 50 on that opening drive. They did pick up a couple of first downs, and Ambergy appeared very calm. Just, well played by Alex Horney to step in front of that pass for the interception. Here's Garrett Lundy up the left side. Quickly gets about 4 yards before he's met, and forward progress will mark him down close to the 45-yard line. They'll put him at the 44.
42, Cooper Payton on the tackle.
As we come up on 5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. I will say the weather has gone down. The temperature has gone down considerably since the clouds have come in.
Yes. Yeah, but we're up here in this booth. But out there, people sitting in the stands, they probably don't necessarily agree with you.
Yep.
But I understand what you said. It is still a little cooler.
Yep.
Still hot, though.
Still is, yeah. Gain of 6 on the play officially, so 2nd down and 4. Ambergy, QB keeper up the middle, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. Well read by the Greeneview defense. They were not fooled. It's going to be a 3rd down for the Spartans.
They had a blitz there, and the blitzer ran past Ambergy, but he had help.
No gain on the play. 3rd down.
So a huge play. Waynesville did have a couple of 3rd down conversions on that last drive, but so did Greeneview on their opening drive. So they are definitely not unfamiliar with this situation tonight alone. Line to gain is their own 47-yard line. Ambergy again with one man on the backfield. It's going to be Lundy off the left hip, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage. A huge tackle by number 72, Gavin Henry, making the stop and forcing the first 4th down of the game.
They were not fooled at all. You would think a 3rd and 6, more of a passing down, and it wasn't there. Good, defensive penetration.
So a loss on the play of 2 moves it back to the 42, 4th and 5. In the middle of the field, it looks like Garrett Lundy is back to take the punt for Waynesville. One man in position to receive for Greeneview. That's number 2, Joey Genoble.
Yeah, I know Ben Johnson, the head coach of Waynesville, wasn't happy about that drive. Get great field position, and you go 3 and out.
Lundy's punt. That is an outstanding punt.
Doozy.
Driving Genoble back inside the 10. Will it go all the way into the end zone?
Oh.
It will not.
It took a Waynesville bounce.
Excellent punt from Garrett Lundy, and the Rams will start their next drive inside their own 5-yard line.
Joey G wish he'd have handled that one.
It did get a great, I don't know if it was a gust of wind or something, but it was just a great kick in general.
Inside 10, but then, we're playing on natural grass.
Well, there's a look at the best seat in the house presented by King's Furniture and Mattress. That is on the Greeneview sideline, and they're definitely pleased with the first 8 minutes, 55 seconds of the game.
Their fans, they got the memo. They got their white T-shirts on. They're part of the whiteout.
Tonight was a whiteout theme. Last week we had, a Hawaiian shirt theme at Eaton?
Yes, yep. That's right.
So I'm keeping, those of you keeping track of Thursday Night Lights, whiteout and Hawaiian shirt. And Waynesville, their students, they are also going with
safety guard
theme. Yeah, neon theme. So Greeneview from their own 2-yard line and trying to just get out of the shadow of their own end zone. That was Chase Walker on the handoff up the left side, but he is met by number 57 for the Spartans. That's Adam New with the stop.
I just mentioned that Coach Ben Johnson of Waynesville wasn't happy with his offense going 3 and out. With great field position, he would be ecstatic with his defense if they go 3 and out, got him stopped inside the 5-yard line, and get great field position if they can just stop him from getting the first down here.
So it is a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 as a quick moving first quarter. We're coming up on 2.5 to play. Again, Horty still in his end zone. He's going to give a handoff to Jadobel, quickly trying to get to the sideline.
They are hitting out there. Both teams are physical. I'm loving it.
Wade Von Handorf with the force out of bounds, and it is a fairly lengthy gain. It's out past the 5-yard line, so 3rd and 5, a lot more manageable than 3rd and 10 for sure.
Yes, yeah, it's still, if you're Waynesville, you'll want to get off the field. Keep them backed up here. And I wouldn't, if I'm Greeneview, I'm not going to get too aggressive. With this, you want a first down, no doubt, but you don't want to have your quarterback take a deep drop. They're going to take time and talk about it.
Yeah, Cooper Payton was the lone man in the backfield next to Horny, but Greeneview will take their first time out of the half with a little over 2 minutes to go. And be sure to tune in coming up tonight at 11 o'clock on ABC 22 for Dayton 24/7 Now. Adam and Elise will have all the latest highlights and news and weather with chief meteorologist Natalie Walters from around the Miami Valley. Again, that's Dayton 24/7 Now. We will be on ABC 22 at 11 o'clock. And also coming up tonight on Fox 45 at the conclusion of college football. Again, it is also the first Thursday of college football, so we will be on shortly after that. But we got a good game here already.
We got a great game going so far.
So timeout complete. Greeneview back on the field, and Waynesville here at Don Knock Field, named after the longtime coach, athletic director. This was Christian Don Knock Field back in the 70s.
I love the history of these schools.
Definitely.
I always learn something on these Thursday nights.
Definitely left an impact on Jamestown.
I think we got another penalty. Offense moved. Oh, timeout.
And now Waynesville taking a timeout.
Timeout. Waynesville.
Real chess match here.
First and a half.
So be sure to tune in also as well for back-to-back episodes, weeknights of The Big Bang Theory. Sheldon Cooper and Friends Navigating Life. That's 2 episodes, 7 and 7:30 weeknights on Fox 45. And there you see in the background the Waynesville students. Keith mentioned the safety guard, Dion. They went with that theme, and Waynesville certainly wanted to get back in the win column again after a tough loss to their longtime rival Clinton Massey last week. And there's the whiteout there. They definitely got the memo. They're fired up, especially after a big win. Did they always notice whether you won or lost a game in week 1? Did that seriously impact the preparation for week 2, or was it the same no matter what?
It's the same no matter what. I didn't lose the first game of the season too often in my career, but a few times I did. And I hate it because the first thing that comes to mind, we don't want to be a goose egg this year.
Yep.
Let's get that W left side of that win, that column as soon as possible. So the longest losing streak I had as a player was 3 games.
Okay.
Rookie year in the NFL, started off 0-3. Not fun.
So on 3rd down and 5 from the 6, a handoff to Jadobel, who's trying to get to the right side. Looked like he may have an angle. It may depend on the spot.
No, he's getting short.
And they're not measuring it. We usually don't see a lot of measurements in high school football.
No.
So 4th down from about the 10. Are they going to go for it, or do you think they'll take the punt?
It's time to take the punt. You know, we talked about the weather before the game and during it so far, but I'm noticing they're playing on grass.
Yep.
Instead of artificial turf or field turf. Grass is cooler than that turf.
Very much
so.
So
They are happy to be playing on grass tonight and softer.
Jace Walker is the punter. He's in his end zone. Garrett Lundy, the lone receiver for the Spartans. He is back at the Greeneview 48-yard line. So, again, Waynesville looking to take over in excellent field position. Lundy from the 39 quickly gets past the 35 and close to about the 30-yard line. So another short field to work with for Waynesville. Very much like Greeneview's first drive, they had a very short field.
Yes, and Greeneview took advantage of the short field, got the ball in the end zone. Let's see what Waynesville can do. And one thing that I was glad to see Lundy catch that football. Instead of letting it hit the ground and try to pick it up, he caught it, saved him 10 yards.
Well, here's a look at the schedule for the 2024 edition of Thursday Night Lights. Last week we were in Eaton. This week, tonight, we're in Jamestown. Next week, we're headed up to Clark County as Miami East takes on Northwestern. Both teams are 1-0 entering tomorrow night. They're both going to have a chance to go 2-0. And then in 2 weeks, we had a chance to call this game last year, Alter at Trotwood-Madison. That was an outstanding game. They've had a couple of good games the last couple of years.
Yeah,
the
those
and the
are two
Rams.
rivals that like to always battle, Trotwood and Alter. So we're looking forward to seeing that. And next week, Miami and Northwestern. Is that Northwestern Wildcats? We going to Chicago?
Really good.
That's a Big Ten game?
I wish. I wish.
Okay, no.
They'd be playing at Wrigley Field.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Miami East, relax. It's the other Northwestern. Not the Big Ten Northwestern.
Yep. So out comes Alex Ambergy in the offense. We got 1:26 to go in the first quarter as we definitely see the shadows settling over, and that's definitely going to help with the temperature, and both teams are going to be able to play a little bit more comfortably, not having to.
You know, Alex Ambergy last pass was an interception. They want to get another pass off quickly, and whoa.
And that's off the helmet of Garrett Lundy. Looked like he had everything right, just took his eye off the ball, and that's going to fall for an incompletion,
Yes.
bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, I figured the pass was coming. You know, you got a senior quarterback who threw an interception last time he threw it, and, you know, this time, you know, it throws it right to the receiver and it just goes through his hands. And, yeah, Amberger, you want to feel something positive. You want a completion. But, you know, they got great field position, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't take advantage of it.
Exactly.
So now they didn't get anything on first down. They're looking for positive yards, at least get 4 to 5 to make it third and manageable.
Just over 1:20 to play in the first quarter. This time it's Lundy up the middle. Quickly found a hole to get inside the 30, but he's going to be met around the 27 by multiple Ram defenders.
Yeah. Well, again, I mentioned last time they were down here about 4-down territory. I think this is another 4-down territory. Maybe a little long for their field goal kicker if they don't get another yard, but it would probably be worth the gamble to go for it on 4th down as long as you don't lose something like 5 or 10 yards on this play.
If they were to try a field goal now, if they don't get any closer right now, they'd be looking at a 43-yard attempt. It is 3rd and 7, the official ruling, as Ambergy with time in the pocket. Complete pass over the middle to Caleb Sullivan, trying to break a couple of tackles, and he may not get a ton of yards, but it will move them.
4th and 5, I believe.
It will move them past the 25 inside to about the 24-yard line.
And they're not hesitating. They're already getting the play called.
So there it was, but number 22 in position to make the stop for Greeneview. That was TJ Pierce for the Rams, and looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 5.
Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever.
10 seconds to go in the quarter, and they do get the snap off before the play clock. Throw over the middle is complete to Trent Davis. Quickly inside the 15-yard line, and that's good for a first down presented by Arby's. And it also moves Waynesville for the first time into the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's a great call for ordering for pickup after the game, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. So a risky call, but it pays off in their end. Great call to end the quarter.
It was the right call to go. You want some momentum going to the second quarter. They lost the first quarter 7-0, but they got plenty of time, going into the second quarter with great field position with a first down.
Welcome back to Lee's Thursday Night Lights, presented by Cincinnati Area Toyota Dealers, coming to you from Don Knock Field in Jamestown. Greeneview with a 7-0 lead, but as we start the second quarter, Waynesville is inside the Ram 15-yard line, and Ambergy on the QB keeper quickly broke one tackle inside the 5, diving for the end zone, but he's going to be marked down around the 1.
That was a very physical run. You know, you don't have enough defenders in place to, you know, to expect to count for the quarterback. They think he's going to hand it out, and they thought advantage defense, but no, it's advantage offense. They got an extra blocker there.
So that first down is presented by Bathmasters as a great block provided also by number 3, Lincoln Buck. He was able to take a couple of Ram defenders out of the picture in terms of making the tackle. And it is 1st and goal from the 1. Waynesville trying to get on the board for the first time. And
oh, boy, I don't think he got it.
Forward progress says no, he is short. So the Ram defense preventing the score for at least another play. Will bring up 2nd and goal.
You know, I know teams do it all the time when college, high school, and the pro level. I don't like shotgun in short yardage situations. You know, I like to see the center underneath the quarterback underneath the center. I'll complain about it all season long.
So we're now under 11 minutes to go until halftime. Again, Waynesville trying to tie the game on this, their 3rd drive of the game. It's Ambergy with a handoff to Lundy. He was quickly met behind the line of scrimmage, but did he break the plane? No signal yet. They're going to rule him short again. That was a
what a goal line stand so far.
Alert effort on the play.
I think his body got across, but the football didn't. Yeah, he tried.
Chase Walker got to him as he was trying to dive forward, and Walker single-handedly preventing that touchdown.
I think you're going to see this play again with the quarterback keeper. You know, read option, because Alex Ambergy would have walked into the end zone if he'd have kept it. But that wasn't the play that was called. Here we go. Great camera angle right here.
2 men in the backfield. Bobbled snap, eventually picked up by Lundy, but that bobbled snap coming back to hurt the Spartans. And TJ Pierce with a huge tackle for loss brings up a 4th and goal from about the 5.
Didn't I kind of just mention that? I like to see the quarterback in the center. You know.
Well, the bobbled snap really affecting Waynesville negatively, as it was all Lundy could do just to prevent complete disaster.
Right.
Just take the tackle for the loss, and now
this is a big decision. Do you go for the 3 points or you go for it on 4th down? They're playing field position. If they don't get it, they think the defense can stop them.
Well, this drive, they did convert a 4th down to move inside the red zone right at the very end of the first quarter. Here's Ambergy rolling to his left. Quick throw is complete.
Can he get in his zone?
And short. Did he get in? No. Caleb Sullivan stopped short of the goal line.
What a tackle. Number 42.
Cooper Payton with the stop.
Cooper Payton. Big-time tackle there. Big-time tackle.
So how about this for a goal line stand by the Greeneview defense? They do take over again well inside their own 5-yard line, so not a lot of room for error for their offense to work with, but that's a testament to their defense.
Yeah, they'll take it. No points on the board. We're worried about the offense later, but let's stop keeping out of the end zone. That's 1st down. Nothing there.
Yeah, here's a look at the series.
2nd down.
Second down, that was...
You almost tried to cross. Then on 3rd down, you get a bad snap. And then on 4th down, he completes the pass, but a great open field tackle.
Cooper Payton was well in position. Also, Jabarius Vincent was also in position to make the potential stop, as on 1st down, Payton quickly gets out to the 4-yard line, as again, Greeneview just trying to get some space outside of the shadow of their own end zone. There's been an offensive line substitution after a gain of 3. Will bring up a 2nd down and 7. One Greeneview player looked like just lost his helmet. He's all right. He was able to run to the field off his own power, but he does have to leave.
Yeah, you got to leave in high school football. Your helmet comes off. You have to leave the field for at least a play, unless you call timeout.
So Horney with 2 men in the backfield, but in his about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's going to be a keeper. Quickly out past the 5.
Oh, boy.
Horney quickly down the sideline.
Horney going all the way.
Does a Spartan have an angle? Horney to the 20. Horney for a 96-yard touchdown. That touchdown presented by Donatos, and Greeneview out to a 13-0 lead.
Alex Horney is doing everything you can ask out of a football player right now. That is a heck of a play. You know, he's do everything got. He's got an interception on defense.
And
wow.
now he's got 2 touchdown runs.
got a lot of football to play, but Alex Horn's trying to lock up player of the game already, isn't he?
He's definitely making a strong argument for it.
What a play, 96 yards.
8:38 to go. He found the hole, quickly found space down the near sideline, and though Waynesville Spartan was able to get the angle on him, as Chase Walker adds the extra point, and it is off.
It's a little wide.
Wide, no good. So it stays 13-0, but it does not take away the outstanding effort on that run by Alex Horney. And if you were at the game, or if you're here at the game or watching from your home, be sure to interact with us on Facebook. Find us at Dayton 247 now if you want to post, share your highlights of the angle. But Alex Horney, 2 touchdown runs, and the Rams have a 13-0 lead. 8:38 to go in the second quarter of Week 2 of Lee's Thursday Night Lights, and Greeneview out to a 13-0 lead thanks to a 96-yard touchdown run from senior quarterback Alex Horney, who found a hole in the middle of the offensive line and was just gone down the sideline. And what a start to this game for Greeneview.
No, you can't ask for a better start for Greeneview. Everything they've been dialing up has been golden and aces.
Well, this kickoff
on both sides of the ball.
This kickoff presented by Carol Wirtz Tire Company, and Trent Davis quickly out past the 30-yard line. So again, Waynesville takes over with respectable field position. The field position has definitely not been an issue.
Yeah, not been an issue for
Greeneview. It has been an issue. Twice they've started drives inside their own 5.
And have come up big. And the cheerleaders just throwing T-shirts in the crowd. I thought we were going to get one. Well, so we didn't get it this high up.
Well, right now, discussion going on between a couple of the captains. It's Cooper Payton for Greeneview and Preston Callahan for Waynesville.
Yeah, when you get 2 captains together, you know, you want to tell your team to stop chirping so much.
Well, there's a look at the RB scoring summary, a 99-yard drive, because, again, it started with the goal line stand and Greeneview's offense taking over at their own 1. Second time they've taken over in the shadow of their own end zone, but on third down, Alex Horney with a 96-yard touchdown run to give the Rams a 13-0 lead. PAT was no good, but right now, the way the Rams defense has been playing, that necessarily hasn't come back to hurt them just yet.
Not yet. I mean, it takes me back to my high school days. I had a 96-yard run in high school my senior year. Had to break the tackle at the last scrimmage and spun out of it, and the way I went. Similar to what Alex Horney did. So
exactly,
I remember that play from over 40 years ago, and Alex will remember his over 40 years from now.
On first down, the pass complete to Trent Davis. That's good for about a 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40. Trent Davis has been involved in the Waynesville offense fairly frequently so far this game.
Waynesville has moved the ball today. They just can't finish the end of the drive. They had 1 interception and then 1 turnover on downs, which is almost like a turnover.
Exactly. Here's Lundy, who's quickly met behind the line of scrimmage, does all he can just to get back to the line of scrimmage and prevent a loss. However, Jace Hodges was in position to make the stop, and another third down upcoming for Waynesville.
You know, Greeneview has been playing a lot of soft zones on third down, but those soft zones have resulted in an interception and, key, 4th down stop. So they're classic bend but don't break defense right now. No big plays.
Third down and 5. They need to get to the 45-yard line as Caleb Sullivan in motion. He's going to be the intended recipient of the pass. However, it was batted right at the line by number 74 for Greeneview. Great play on the part of Hunter Leaf.
Yeah, you tell those defensive linemen all the time, get your hands up or you can't get to the sack. And, hey, look, that's a coaching point. They'll talk about that in films on tomorrow.
Otherwise, Sullivan would have definitely had enough space to pick up a first down. So it brings up 4th and 5 with 7:14 to go in the second quarter, and Waynesville's going to opt to punt. Garrett Lundy back at his own 27-yard line, and the lone receiver for Greeneview is Chase Walker. Lundy had a great punt his first time. This time it's going to be returnable from Walker from about his own 25-yard line. He quickly gets out to the 33. They mark him at the 34 with the extra reach. Every little yard counts.
It's a game of inches.
stop for the Spartans.
So if you're just joining us, a matchup of two teams from Division 5 Region 20, Greeneview capitalizing on an early interception and a long return on the part of Alex Horney. He opened the scoring with a 1-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. And then after an early second quarter goal line stand by the Ram defense, they quickly take advantage in the second quarter to go up 13-0, a 96-yard run for Alex Horney. On first down, Horney from a QB keeper quickly gets about 2 yards before diving forward. Down to the sideline, Tage Joshi.
Home team has a very active student section tonight. In fact, they are doing what they call a whiteout. Take a look back to you guys up in the broadcast booth.
9, Preston Callahan, and 12.
Tage is having a good time.
Tage's having a good time.
Hope he's able to stay hydrated, too. That is the key. On 2nd and 8, this is a handoff. Chase Walker quickly tried to break one tackle up the left side, but he's stopped for a short gain, if any. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
On the stop for the Spartans.
You know, the Spartans have done a good job of, on 1st and 2nd down. 3rd down has been their Achilles tendon,
They have.
you know, so far tonight.
We got to move the ball.
Yeah, this game is still very much wide open. And just like last week with Greenville and Eaton, this neither team definitely running away, which what we like to see. We like to see competitive football games.
You know, it's only a 2-score game. You're Greeneview. You want to make it a 3-score game. You're Waynesville, you know, you want to get out the field and give your offense a chance.
Well, Horney has plenty of room as he switches direction to the right side, making one-man miss and diving inside the 50. Horney looked like he was going to be in trouble, suffer a loss on the play. Instead, reverses directions and picks up another Ram first down presented by Bathmasters.
What a play here by Horney. Rose left, didn't see anything, tucks it out in his hand and gets the guy one-on-one, and he likes his chance. Give him a dead leg, whoops, up in it, and go get the first down. Hard tackle in the open field. His feet kept moving and the defender's feet stopped.
So Greeneview continues their drive at the Waynesville 48-yard line. From shotgun, back at his own 44 is Horney. He's quickly looking downfield. Oh, man, wide open. All he has to do is make the catch. And Joey Gianoble inside the 5. And that is another Greeneview first down presented by Bathmasters. And it also moves them into the Donato's delivery zone.
Alex Horney is all over the place.
Yep, in a good way.
Nice pass, which the flag is. We have a flag. Didn't panic and just let it go.
And the pass indeed will stand. We did see a flag on the play, but it is a sideline warning. So still a great play from the 48, moving inside the 5-yard line, going to set up first and goal.
We had a defensive miscommunication there. Yeah, one guy playing zone, and the other one's playing man, and that's how he was able to get so wide open.
45 yards on the reception. That sets up first and goal from the 3-yard line as we're now under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Greeneview, like Keith was saying, trying to wanting to add points to this drive and go up by 3 scores. 2 men in the backfield. This is Cooper Payton up the left side. Quickly gets to about the 2, maybe the 1. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line.
They know they got Alex Horney in their back pocket, whatever they want to play. Give someone else a chance to score right now.
It's also a situation that they just want to milk as much time as possible, get to halftime as quickly as possible while everyone's still in good health, especially with the heat.
Yeah, and they get the ball to start the second half also.
That is true, yep. Waynesville did have the opening drive, and it ended on an interception, so Greeneview with a chance to really take control of this game.
I'm sure Greeneview's heard this before. Why are our colors not green? We're Greeneview and we got blue jerseys.
Well, you notice the extra E in Greeneview.
Yes.
It's a nod to Greene County.
Somebody didn't have their mouthpiece in. Safety first. Can't play without your mouthpiece. And I never wanted to play without mine either. Practice or game. I always kept a mouthpiece in my mouth.
So Horny will have to step off the field for a play. That's going to bring on Connor Pearson, number 18, the 6-foot sophomore. So Pearson will be taking the snaps.
I'm expecting a run, but if I'm Waynesville, a lot of blitz right now. Bring the house, everything but the kitchen sink.
So on 2nd down and goal from the 2, Pearson in the backfield with 2 men behind him. And a low snap eventually handled by Pearson, but there's a flag before the play.
18, Connor Pearson on the carry. Flag on the play.
See, new quarterback comes into play. The center's not used to hearing his cadence.
Yep.
Different voice and things, a little off a little quirky.
Good ball. Snap inflection on the center. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
So that will move it back to the 7-yard line for 2nd and goal.
Yeah, new quarterback, a new rhythm and a sync, to the snap count.
2nd down, goal at the Spartans.
Well, be sure to tune in to Dayton 24/7 now and MyTV Dayton for a new episode of Dateline. That's immediately following this game here from Jamestown. Dateline immediately following the game. Well, right now, discussion going on with 3:37 to go in the 2nd half. Again, Greeneview inside the 10-yard line. And I guess because this penalty occurred before the snap, that meant the play wasn't official. So Pearson will be on the field for this play to take the snap, and after this play, then Horny can come back in after his equipment malfunction.
Yep.
It's a handoff to Walker, who's quickly met at the 6 and maybe gets to the 5. It will bring up 3rd down and goal. Now the play has been completed. Now Horny can come back in and play
official play now. Yep.
Yeah. So because of the flag, it was not an officially counting play. That's why Horny could not re-enter. That's why Pearson had to be out for the 2nd and goal.
You did a great job of explaining that to the people at home.
I try my best. So coming up on under 2:40 to go until halftime. Be sure to tune in to our halftime report. We'll have interviews with members of the community from both Jamestown and Waynesville. As on 3rd down, Horny spins out of 1 tackle. Has plenty of space on the left side. Can he get it? Yes, he will. Alex Horny, a 5-yard touchdown run, and that touchdown presented by Donatos.
Touchdown number 3.
Well, that extra time on the sideline turned out to help to his benefit.
I love doing Thursday night lights, doing these TV games, because these players and these kids are seeing themselves on TV in high school, and they're going to look at this tape 5, 10, 15, 25, 30 years from now and look at themselves while you're young. Enjoy it, young kids.
Exactly.
Alex Horny's going to remember this night for a very long time.
And because the 1 PAT on the previous touchdown was no good, they are going to go for a 2-point conversion to get it to a 21-0 lead. It's going to be Chase Walker taking the handoff, but he's quickly met at the line of scrimmage and not going to be successful on that 2-point conversion. So still very much Waynesville is in this ball game. We are far from over with 2:23 to play in the 2nd half, or the 2nd quarter, excuse me.
Yeah, they want to end.
Timeout from Jamestown, 19-0 Greeneview. 19-0 Greeneview with just over 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. And here's a look at the best seat in the house, presented by King's Furniture and Mattress. The Greeneview fans definitely very pleased with how this game is going on right now, as the Rams just capitalizing on a 5-yard touchdown run by Alex Horny to go up 19-0. And the Ram Nation rightfully excited about that result. Well, this kickoff presented by Carol Wirtz Tire Company, and it's going to be taken short, and it is again rolling out of bounds. So Waynesville will again take over at their own 35 and lose no time off the clock. They'll have 2:23 to work with. How important is it you feel? They're still in the game right now, but how important is it you feel they must get points at this drive?
Very, very important. Even if they don't get points, get a couple first downs to end the half.
Yeah.
You know, going in because you don't get the ball the second half. You know, Greeneview does. And, you know, if you're Greeneview, you know, you want to, you know, last 2 times you had the ball, you want to score. They score if they don't get the ball in the end of the first half, score when you get the ball in the second half. And that'll be a bigger hill for Waynesville to climb if they don't get anything out of that. Even if you get a field goal, get some points on the board. It's a 3-score game. It's 19-0. Field goal helps you. Touchdown certainly helps you. You need something to feel good about going into the half. So finish strong.
Well, it looks like they're going to retake the kickoff is the way the Rams are acting. So a chance to keep this kickoff in bounds.
They're declining and back them up 5.
James Hodges to kick off once again.
So Waynesville trying to get points on this drive right before halftime. Again, Tage Joshi will have interviews with members of the Greeneview and Waynesville communities as this kick taken from about the 24-yard line. This is Garrett Lundy quickly out to the 40, quickly broken one tackle, and down the sideline. One man may have an angle. Lundy inside the 10. Lundy down inside the 5.
And I wonder, that was Jamarius Vincent on the tackle.
So a huge play for Waynesville right before halftime, and that will mean Waynesville starts their drive in the Donato's delivery zone.
Sometimes when your offense isn't going right or the defense isn't going right, that's why where's your special teams? And the special team steps up and makes a great play, you know, to give them a chance to get points on the board right by the end of the half.
Taken from the 24-yard line and a return of 74 yards.
And this feels like the longest 2 yards in the world if you're Waynesville and you haven't got any points yet.
Again, Waynesville will start their drive from the Donato's delivery zone, and Alex Ambergy only needs one play to get into the end zone, and the Spartans are on the board with 2:09 to play to halftime. That touchdown presented by Donato's.
That might be the spark that Waynesville needed. There's something to feel good to coming back in, in this game. Down 19-0, and they get a huge, kick return, and then you finish off with a 2-yard touchdown right away. Just like that, it scores 19-6 with a chance of cutting it out even more with an extra point.
You have mentioned, and we've mentioned this multiple times, the problem has not been Waynesville moving the ball down the field. They've been getting good yardage. The problem is how those drives have ended, what's happened on those 3rd and 4th downs.
Can they finish on 3rd down for offense? Can they finish on 3rd down on defense? That's been the question. They haven't answered that puzzle yet. They're going for 2.
Ambergy rolling to his right, and he's got enough of a hole to get in for
I don't see any laundry on the
good
field.
2-point conversion. I do not see any flags either. So the 2-point conversion stands on behalf of Alex Ambergy, the senior quarterback, taking matters into his own hands, and 2:09 to go. It's 19.
Well, what is that? I mean, great touchdown run by Alex Ambergy. You go to your senior, then you roll him out to the right, run pass option on a 2-point play, and he just keeps it himself. They started this drive it was 2 minutes and 23 seconds ago.
Yes.
When they kicked off. Get a huge return, and in one play, it's only 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the quarter, in the half. Now you're looking for 3 and out. You got 2 timeouts still in your bag, and you may try to sneak a few more points out before the half is over.
I was going to say, kind of shifting to playing devil's advocate in a way, does that necessarily hurt Waynesville because you got to put your defense back out on the field for another series? Would it have been better to just eat up the clock in addition to trying to get points at the end of that drive?
But Waynesville is the defense. Just the big plays has hurt them defensively.
Yeah.
The basic plays they're making on 1st and 2nd down, it's the 3rd down. They haven't been very successful with thus far in this evening, this football game.
So we'll keep it here with 2:09 to go until halftime. Already 3 touchdowns this quarter, and really in the last 6 minutes of game time. Greeneview extended their lead with 8:38 to go in the quarter, then added another one again with 2:23 to go, and just 14 seconds of game time later, thanks to a long kickoff return from Garrett Lundy and a touchdown run from Alex Ambergy. This kickoff presented by Carroll Works Tire Company. It's high and shifting to the left and going to go out of bounds, and Greeneview will take over at their own 35.
They're going to take the field position this time. Oh, this Waynesville did not need that.
Well, here's a look at the first interception of the game. This was the very first drive, Waynesville. And here's a highlight reel of Alex Horney. This pass to Joey Gianoble. And Alex Horney has been outstanding.
He's ready to run
so
over his
far.
own guy.
This was the 96-yard touchdown run earlier in the second quarter that made it 13-0. As Horney right now simply making his case for player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, he had a big completion on his drive also. I mean, he's running the ball. He's thrown it. We haven't seen him catch it yet. Big play on defense.
On first down, it's a double handoff. Running around the right side is Tagabu Upchurch. He's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be a slight loss. Waynesville defense not fooled. Lincoln Buck making the stop.
That's a good open field tackle by Lincoln Buck.
And the loss on the play makes it 2nd and 11 from the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I like how Greeneview is not in no hurry. Yeah, we're still up 11 points. No need to panic. No need to hurry. We get the ball to start the second half. And all we look for is one big play, but we're not going to force it.
This snap will come with under 90 seconds to halftime. Again, Cooper Payton up the left side. This time, no teammates that do a double handoff. Payton does get past the 35 for a positive gain out to the 37, but it will bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wonder, do they risk throwing a football here? You know, you throw it, complete it, that's fine. But if you do it and don't complete it, stops the clock. You know, and they're in no hurry to get this thing going.
3rd down 6.
But I know what I'm doing on 3rd down. I'm not taking the ball out of Alex Horney's hand.
Exactly. I don't think
I may trust him to throw it, but if he doesn't like it, he can tuck it and run and go get his, positive yards for you.
We saw a shot just there of Ben Johnson, the Waynesville head coach. Of course, they're looking to get back in the win column, and that last touchdown by Alex Ambergy will help if they want to get back in this game. It's still only a 2-possession game, but Greeneview trying to milk this clock, and again, they will get the ball to start the second half. On 3rd and 6, Horney buying time, quickly past the 40.
For the first down.
Another first down, and again, Horney still on his feet and taken down close to the Spartans' 30-yard line with about 25 seconds left.
I tell you, that 3rd down has been not very fine, very, very kind to Waynesville on 3rd down. I'm sure, Coach Ryan Baines is going to adjust that at halftime because they're playing good first and second down defense. 3rd down has been a problem.
Garrett Lundy preventing an even bigger gain as it's out of bounds at the 30-yard line. And coming up at halftime, we'll have an interview with, again, members from the Jamestown and Waynesville communities, and also a new series that we started last week, Off the Turf with Tage. Tage had a chance to check out Eaton during the day last week before our game in Eaton. Today he had a chance to check out Jamestown before this evening's game as after the first down pickup presented by Bathmasters, Horney going to throw deep to the end zone. Got a man in the end zone. Nearly intercepted by Waynesville. That was Trent Davis with the pass breakup.
He put it right where you have to put it.
Excellent throw.
It's right in between you right now.
Just better defense that time.
That was number 15, the intended receiver for Greeneview. Hayden Leith did get a step in the end zone behind Davis, but then Davis able to have a real shot at the interception. That would have been another huge play for Waynesville.
It would have been, but now we're back at third. It's still second down. I was going to say we're back at 3rd down, which has been the Achilles heel.
Yep.
For this Waynesville football team. So I think they'll be okay on 2nd down. This 3rd down has my attention.
Well, 15 seconds to go.
Somebody is that or
that's the Ram. The Ram mascot hat as Horney
got
against the end zone. Got Joey Gianoble just beyond his reach, and it falls incomplete.
Number 2, Joey Gianoble's incomplete.
So right call, you think, going with these Hail Marys just to eat up clock, and also if in the event that Waynesville were to get an interception, there's not a whole lot they could do about it.
No, not at all. But again, that was 2nd down.
Yeah, now it's 3rd
down with 9.4 seconds to go in the half. I'm not taking the ball out of Alex Horney's hand. He's made great decisions with it. And, if I'm Waynesville, keep an eye on him. Keep him contained because he breaks out of that tackle box. Good things have seen to happen awful lot for Greeneview.
3rd down and 10 from just outside the Waynesville 30-yard line. Horny.
He's outside the tackle box.
It's not as deep a pass, but it is caught by Joey Giannoble inside the 15. That's going to be good for a 1st down presented by Bathmasters. And it also moves the Rams into the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's a great call for after the game. Order online and enjoy Donato's. Every piece is important.
I mean, good decision. He got the catch, got the 1st down, and out of bounds.
Out of bounds, too.
It stopped the clock. You got 3 seconds. You got a chance to, throw the ball to the end zone.
And
it's
16,
a long field goal right now.
From the 16, it's a 33-yard field goal if they elected to try it. But like you say, 16 yards, not a bad idea. One play, just throw it to the end zone. It's not completely a Hail Mary.
Exactly. They can just run their regular offense. Instead of just throwing it up there and bringing extra defenders to the party. Just run your own offense, and if you're Waynesville, stay with your guy. Because Alex Horny can buy time in the pocket.
Final play before the half, barring a flag, and the pass is caught. No, it is incomplete. Horny got the pass off, and Joey Giannoble unable to make the play. No flag on the play, and that's how we end the 1st half. Greeneview, a very impressive showing on both sides of the ball. They lead 19-8. As here's a look at the final play of the 1st half. In and out of the hands of Joey Giannoble, and Lincoln Buck was on the coverage for Waynesville. But the Rams will take a 11-point lead into the halftime, and as we've noticed, we will be getting the ball to start the 2nd half. Here's Stage Joshi with head coach Ryan Haynes.
2 student athletes this week to exhibit beyond what you expect in sportsmanship.
What you hear?
Really cool atmosphere. Like that all ends at kickoff. It's just a football game.
I saw you already talking tactics to some of the guys on the sideline. What's the key for you and the coaches to get these guys ready to continue the momentum into the 2nd half?
The biggest thing is just next play mentality for our guys. Just staying what I call green light, just stay ready to go. We'll make adjustments on the sideline. We'll coach other stuff up on film as long as our kids are locked in their adjustments.
Coach, thank you so much. I'll let you get into the locker room. We appreciate you. We'll send it back up to you guys in the broadcast booth.
All right, thank you, Tage. That was Greeneview head coach Ryan Haynes with the Rams leading 19 at halftime. Halftime report up next on Thursday Night Lights.
Every piece is important.
The Halftime Report is sponsored by Wright & Schulte.
Week 2 of Thursday Night Lights. We are now in our halftime coverage as Greeneview leads Waynesville 19-8 at halftime. Of course, I am Joshi, the host of your halftime show, hanging out with administration both home and away, starting with the superintendent here at Greeneview. We are talking to Sabrina Woodruff. A pleasure to be here in your hometown of Jamestown, where the school is, where the student body is. It is a great night now that the heat has subsided a little bit. How are you doing tonight?
No, it's wonderful to have you here. This is a really exciting opportunity for our community to have Thursday Night Lights, to be able to host something like this. I really appreciate Mr. Reinhardt, our athletic director, reaching out and making it possible. But even beyond the football, it's great to see our community come out, our families, our students, and everyone enjoying really this lovely evening. And we're doing okay so far.
You are doing okay, indeed. And like you said, your community is getting the chance to be shown up on television. So let's do that. Let's talk about your community, because everybody needs to know about this community. Greeneview Schools, Jamestown as a town. Who are you guys?
Yeah, well, we're a very close community. We're a very tight-knit community. I mean, we certainly have pride in our school and the tradition of how we come together, especially for something like our athletic teams. Not just football, where, by the way, we have 16 seniors on the team this year, so that also makes it uniquely special. But all of our sports are in full swing. We had a smooth start to the school year, and we're looking forward, not just our athletic teams, but even this Saturday, we're going to have movie night for the elementary students here on the grass here at the Point.
I love it, of course. A great community day for you guys. It was a pleasure to get to know you and spend the whole day here with your community. We're going to a quick commercial break. We're going to continue our coverage after this. Week 2 of TNL, our halftime coverage continues. The score here is 19-8 at halftime as Greeneview leads Waynesville. And we are now chatting with administrators, the superintendent from Waynesville Schools. We are excited to have our good friend back with us to talk more about their program, their school, and the fact that they are here with us on Thursday Night Lights. My friend, how are you doing tonight?
Doing great. It's a great evening. It's a great to be superintendent of Wayne Local Schools. I can tell you that we've had a wonderful start. We don't like the score right now, but we've had a wonderful start of the school year into day 8, starting day 9 tomorrow.
I like that. A good start to the school year, and like you said, it may not be the score you guys want right now, but I know your student body is pumped. I actually got the chance to speak with some of the guys in your student section during the first half of the game, and they are well traveled. I mean, 45 minutes away to come from Waynesville for this game. Talk to me more about your student body, the kids who traveled here, but the student body at large.
That's the great thing about it, is this year we're seeing so much of a climate change where the kids are wanting to get more and more involved and do a variety of different things to build the student morale, and actually it builds the staff morale, because they're doing all kinds of events at school, getting things going, sponsoring things. They had Senior Sunrise last Friday and had like 90 students there. We only have a class of about 140, but 90 students are there at 6 o'clock in the morning to have the sunrise, and then at the end of the year they would do the sunset. And so it's kind of neat to see all the things they're doing and just the enthusiasm this bunch of kids have. They really are. They're wonderful.
We got a little bit of time left. Just want to talk about sports for a second here. Of course, football team doing well, not the score they want right now, but could turn around the second half. What else on sports would to look at, the other fall sports you guys got going on right now?
Our girls soccer does that well every year. You know, a couple years ago we were state champs and runner-up champs, and so we have a great girls program, girls soccer. Our boys soccer has done well and moving forward with it, as well as our tennis team, golf teams. So we're really having a great start to the year. Cross country as well. We've got a big cross country meet on Saturday.
It is always good to see you, my friend. And of course, now it is time to talk about some of the students you were mentioning, the really good students. It's time now for our scholar athletes.
Throughout the 2024 season, the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group will recognize an exceptional senior student scholar athlete from each participating school. Here are this week's Jeff Schmidt Auto Group scholar athletes. From Waynesville, Amanda Tudela. Amanda's a member of the varsity girls softball team and is captain of the varsity girls golf team. She was named SWBL Softball Pitcher of the Year and SWBL Softball First Team All-League. In golf, Amanda was named the Girls Golf Player of the Year. She also participated on the Waynesville varsity tennis team. She's ranked first in her class with a 4.88 GPA and is a member of the National Honor Society and achieved an ACT composite score of 36. Amanda is a founding member of the Foreign Language Club and volunteers in her community by tutoring youth in math, coaching tennis to individuals with Down syndrome, and volunteers at SIXA. Her goal is to become a cardiologist. From Greeneview, Andy Burkett. Andy has a 4.6 GPA and is a member of the National Honor Society. He's ranked first in his class and has been named an OHC Scholar Athlete. Andy is a member of the Greeneview varsity golf and baseball teams and has been named all-conference second team in golf. He volunteers at a soup kitchen and assisted at the food pantry. He's a member of the Boy Scouts and participates in Ram Reads, an elementary reading program. Andy plans on majoring in engineering at either the University of Dayton or Ohio University. In his spare time, he likes to fish. Andy is a role model for his fellow students at Greeneview because of his hard work and dedication.
The Jeff Schmidt Auto Group is proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete Award, featured on Thursday Night Lights. We are honored to recognize these scholar athletes from all over the Miami Valley for their outstanding academic and athletic achievements.
I'm attorney Michael Allwright. I'm proud to be a sponsor of Thursday Night Lights again this year. I'm happy to take part in such a great community event. It is an honor to support this sponsorship, bringing families, communities, and people together to celebrate the sportsmanship of all athletes. Let's all celebrate together, and remember, if you've been injured in an accident, make the right choice.
And Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country.
Parker makes the catch at the 2. The senior with some room. Weston Parker for CPA down the right sideline. One man to beat. Touchdown Lions. All right, BA will get a chance to answer now. Here they go. This is Neo Clifton with some room. Spinning out to the 40. Past midfield on his feet. Neo Clifton trying to answer with a kick 6 of his own.
Appreciate the hospitality once again. And Baylor necessary, the Wildcat format, and he breaks through. Baylor necessary has some running room. Baylor necessary is going to go 99 yards for the touchdown. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable.
Little jet sweep action to the outside. Oh, big hit. We got a fumble in the end zone.
Oh, boy, we've seen it all.
Goodness gracious. The jet sweep to Brody Tonin and a monster hit.
Mitchell scrambling, looking for Marvanis Butler. Brown made the catch inside the 20. A dime down to the 12. My goodness, Josh Stramborski.
Week 2 of our Thursday Night Lights series has brought us to Jamestown, Ohio, and I spent the day exploring this community as part of our TNL Off the Turf series to truly understand what makes this little town go. Like many smaller communities, Jamestown is filled with a warm and cheerful spirit, and at the heart of that positivity is Jamestown's Lake Shawnee, a place where we find local resident Joe Myers.
There aren't many places around like this where you can live on a lake and boat whenever you want to boat. You know, and to have that in your community, that's great.
Joe is a fixture down by the lake, and he and so many other locals build true neighborly connections and positive memories on the water.
You see people go by, they got to wave. Everybody's got to wave at everybody. It's just nice. It's like being on vacation every day. A lot of folks know everybody, you know. I know quite a few, but there's a lot of people that just know. You just get to know everybody on the lake.
Joe even took me out on the lake so I could experience a true Jamestown Lake Day for myself.
Just like you said, Joe, wave to the docks, right?
Another local Jamestown spot where community connections are made is Bentino's Pizza, known for delicious fresh pizza, friendly faces, and of course, many regulars. This spot is at the top of my Jamestown culinary itinerary.
We see regular faces every week. We have people that come in regularly, first time being here. They tell us how much they can't wait to come back into the area and try us again.
They have great pizza here, and the staff told me the great flavor comes from their special sauce.
The sauce, I think, sells the pizza. When you have a sauce that just promotes itself with its own flavor, it's going to draw you back.
Can you tell me the secret to the sauce?
Absolutely not. I'm not going to tell you the secret to the sauce. I mean, it's got great flavor.
While visiting Bentino's, I sat down with Luke Linville, president of the Jamestown Chamber of Commerce, to discuss the community atmosphere that ties the town together.
When you go to the restaurants, when you're able to talk to the owners, when you're able to go to the grocery store, talk face-to-face with the owner, when you're able to go to sporting events and see teachers, the athletic director, the superintendent, it becomes your town. You really feel like it's your town.
The Halftime Report has been sponsored by Wright & Schulte.
Welcome back to Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken Thursday Night Lights, presented by Cincinnati area Toyota dealers from Don Knock Field in Jamestown. The Greeneview Rams leading 19-8 over the Waynesville Spartans. Matt Digby, Keith Byars, Joshi, and our crew greeting you from the eastern part of Greene County. And we've had an eventful first half to take a look back at. Here's one of the first starting plays of the game. It was on Waynesville's first drive on third down, an interception by Alex Horney that nearly went for a pick six.
Almost. I mean, Alex Horney just let you know that play, you know, you're going to call my name all night long. You know, made a big play on defense and then, you know, finishes the drive off after that interception, you know, with a touchdown, you know, right here.
Yeah, that was Chase Walker with a drive, with a big run to get them into the one. And then Waynesville, we mentioned this, they've not had trouble moving the ball down the field. The problem has been how the drives ended.
Yes, third down has not been kind, you know, to this Waynesville team. I mean, third down, and then on fourth down, you know, here, got a chance to get in there, would have stopped, you know, to keep him out of the end zone. Alex Horney takes over from here, third down and long, and he goes only 96 yards.
Only 96 yards.
So how did he go 96? Because he couldn't go 97.
And another pass there to Joey Giannoble that set the Rams up for a first down inside the 5, and eventually ends with this Alex Horny.
And this was another third down touchdown.
But then Waynesville, this is the important point of the game for me.
I mean, this was a huge return. You know, Waynesville had every opportunity, just like the night's not our night. Half isn't going good, and 78-yard kickoff return, capped off by a 2-yard touchdown by Alex Ambergy, to give Waynesville, a chance here in this second half. Now, that first half was a game of almost what ifs.
Exactly.
Waynesville, and now they're back in the ball game, 19-8, and can Greeneview, start this half off like they started out the first half with points.
Well, Waynesville did win the toss. They elected to receive, so that means Greeneview is getting the ball to start the opening kickoff for the second half. This kickoff presented by Carroll Wirtz Tire Company. And it's going to be a low-line drive, going to be taken on a couple of hops from just inside the 10. And Chase Walker quickly past the 20 out to the 25-yard line, and that's where the Rams will take over. They've had some field positions where they've been backed up, but that hasn't hurt them, and this is a great starting field position for them.
Yeah, it is. Also, I would make a quick comment about the Thursday night lights. We choose good games.
Yeah.
We started talking about the heat in early in this game. Now the sun's gone down. It's just a good old-fashioned, summertime football game here,
Exactly.
week 2 on Thursday night lights.
And Greeneview, this is their second straight home game. They were here 6 nights ago, a 34-12 win over Northridge, trying to move to 2-0 before starting a very challenging slate of Ohio Heritage Conference games. As their first play after the second half, here's Joey Giannoble taking the handoff and doing well just to prevent a loss on the play, and it actually turns it into a small gain of about maybe a yard. Still brings up second and long.
I like how Giannoble fell forward.
Yes.
When you running backs, you teach them to fall forward, positive yards happen instead of, falling backwards and trying to get too much.
Closed caption this evening presented by Thrush & Sons. As official ruling on the play, a gain of 1, so 2nd and 9 from the 26. Horny, a handoff to no, Horny's going to keep it himself. He decided to keep it at the last second instead of handing off to Cooper Payton, and that turns into a gain of about 4 yards out to the 30-yard line, brings up third and more manageable.
I talked about, the first half for this Waynesville team. It was a half of what ifs. What if we could have did this, what if we did that. Your face with it right here. Third down was the Achilles heel, of the first half. I'm sure, Ryan Haynes talked about that at halftime. Ben Johnson talked about it at halftime. Can they make some adjustments right now? So it's crucial. Third down coming out of the second half.
Already just more than a minute into the second half as one man right on the hip is Cooper Payton, but Horny's going to go for the QB keeper, spins around one tackle. He's going to be stopped short of the line to gain. Several Spartans, including Cody Gunn, on the stop. It's going to bring up 4th and about 2.
I think I see the special teams running on the field. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this their first punter tonight?
I
don't recall
so.
Greeneview
They did have one in the first half.
They had one. Okay.
9, Chase Walker back to punt.
But Chase Walker into punt. Garrett Lundy back to receive. Lundy standing at about his own 33-yard line as we are now under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. So the Waynesville defense forces a 3 and out,
Big
and
front.
Lundy's
Nice.
going to take it from about his own 26-yard line, quickly out to the 35.
Still on his feet.
Forward to about the 39-yard line. A 13-yard return to again give Waynesville great starting field position.
Yeah, you said in the first half, they've had field position all game.
They have.
But they was only able to capitalize on it one time. And that's when they started to drive at the 2.
So now they've got another opportunity here. The official marking is their own 40-yard line, so 60 yards. Again, their very first drive of the first quarter. They took the opening kickoff. They drove, well, I believe inside the 30-yard line, if not for that interception thrown by Ambergy, picked off by Horny, who nearly ran it back for a pick 6.
Yes, like I said, it was a game of halves. What ifs in that first half? Can they make a difference here in the second half? And I think we're going to get we're in for a great game in the second half.
On first down, Ambergy looking to his right. That pass complete to Garrett Lundy. He's quickly out past midfield and
for a first down.
Should have enough for a first down. They will move the chains, and that is a Waynesville first down presented by Arby's.
We need to go down.
One play, one first down for the Spartans after halftime.
Well, we started the game talking about how good and how poised the quarterback Alex Amberg is. Then the first drive ended it with an interception. But when you play with such confidence, he can shake that off and withstand that.
Be sure to join us coming up next on Dayton 24/7 Now, and be sure to find us on X using the handle at Dayton 247 Now. Share your photos from where you're watching the game or where, if you are here at Don Knock Field in Jamestown, as the carry up the right side. That's going to be good for a gain of about maybe 3.5. Brings up second down inside Greeneview territory.
You know, you just mentioned Jamestown, where we are at. I haven't been here so long.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. And the last time I was in Jamestown, sorry to say it, I was playing baseball as a teenager.
My goodness.
Yeah, when I was 16, 17 years old.
Oh, my goodness.
Playing baseball, first Dayton Little League, and
Okay.
Jamestown was in our district. So they would come to first Dayton, and we would come out here and play them some, too. Good baseball back in those days.
I can say that was long before I was born, without question. Second out and 7. Ambergy rolling to his left. Fans wanting a flag, but Ambergy has enough of a hole to move inside the 40. That should be enough for a first down, and I do not see a flag on the play.
I don't see any laundry on the field either, but I understand the partisan crowd. You know,
and
as Addy said, they can call a flag on every play.
So,
and it's a no call right here. 42 just getting tackled. But that happens.
Well, the official ruling is that there was no penalty, so it is a pickup of about, well, enough for a first down out to the Greeneview 35-yard line. And that Waynesville first down is presented by Arby's.
And Alex Amberg knew when the fight was over to get out of bounds.
Handoff to Garrett Lundy on this first down. Quickly breaking a hole, and that's another first down. Lundy cutting up inside. Lundy in for a touchdown.
Great run, by Lundy that time.
That touchdown presented by Donatos from 35 yards.
You got the visiting crowd back in this game now.
Good.
The hometown is a little quiet. And Garrett Lundy, that was a big-time runner, and they're going to go for 2.
They went for 2 on their first touchdown. They were successful. They go for it here. If they are successful, it's a 3-point game. It was 3 possession at one point in time. Now it's 3
points. Now it can be a 3-point game.
So talk about the momentum, and really it goes back to that long kickoff return by Garrett Lundy right after Greeneview had scored their 3rd touchdown of the game.
And, we talk about momentum all the time on this game, on this telecast. And all momentum wants to do is go for a ride. Keep him on your sideline when you have him.
Ambergy with a keeper, met at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be stopped short, so he's unable to bring into a 3-point game, but still 19-14, very much a better scenario to be in than down 19-0. We got a game here in Jamestown. It's week 2 of Thursday Night Lights. 8:42 to go in the third quarter. Greeneview with a 19-14 lead. There is Waynesville head coach Ben Johnson, and I'm just taking a guess here, but I'm going to say he's in a much better mood now than he was about this time an hour ago.
I would totally agree with that. I mean, momentum has shifted in this ball game. It's a whiteout for Greeneview. Everything was going so good for 22 minutes of that first half. In the last 2 minutes, things have seemed to shift away from that momentum. And they're in the midst of trying to get it back here with 8 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Chase Walker took that kickoff presented by Carroll Wirtz Tire Company, and they will take over just past their own 30-yard line. And Greeneview, what's the mindset right now trying to regain the momentum after they've had it for so long and they've lost it in a significant way? As we take a look at the RB scoring summary, first off, a 60-yard drive took, again, just a minute off the clock, finishing with a Garrett Lundy 35-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, that nice 35-yard run by Garrett Lundy. That shortens as you have in a little more than half of the 60-yard drive it was. 2 or 3 plays, and next thing you know, you're in the end zone.
On first down here, Horty with a QB keeper, quickly out past the 35, close to the 40-yard line, so that will bring up second down.
That's what Greeneville has to do. Get back to the basics. Let the big plays just happen naturally. And how you do that? Put the ball in number 5's hand and let Alex Horney go to work, whether with his legs or with his arms. He's a threat.
And make sure the equipment is working properly, too, because he did have to leave the field because of an equipment issue in the first half.
Yeah, but I think after this game, he's going to go home and tell his mother, father, you're not paying for college. I'm going to college for free. He's playing like he wants a scholarship.
Here's a handoff to Chase Walker up the right side. Quickly has the first down, trying to get to the sideline. Broken tackle. One man may have an angle, but he's inside the 15, inside the 5. Touchdown, Chase Walker.
Big time run by Chase Walker right there. That's how you change the momentum.
A touchdown presented by Donato's, and that puts Greeneview back up by 2 scores. 60-yard run for Chase Walker, his first score of the night.
You know, we talked about, there's a Waynesville player now on the field. It looks like they're stretching him out right here at the 50-yard line. And we talked about it in pregame about the heat and cramping could be an issue.
Yep.
And I hope that's all it is just cramping. I'm not a doctor, but sometimes I play one on television. So hopefully it's just a cramp issue.
Yeah, the heat has definitely been an issue. We should note it has considerably gone down since the sun's gone down, the humidity. It's not as unpleasant as it was when we were in daylight when the kickoff. And that was something that they both mentioned when I spoke to them, the coaches last week. It's going to be hot. It will be unpleasant. But so far we've been able to get through so far tonight. But in the meantime, be sure to check out the latest forecast from Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters weeknights on Dayton 24/7 Now. We will be on Fox 45 later this evening at the conclusion of college football, and also on ABC 22 coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. That's your full forecast for the entire Miami Valley with Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters. As a look at the Greeneview sideline. And good news, Garrett Lundy is up and running under his own power to the sidelines.
You always like to see that.
And like you were saying, it was probably just a cramp, but it is something to keep in mind, this time of the game.
I always had an issue with cramp. A lot of times my cramps would kick in about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning when you lay in the bed like,
Yep. So Walker just scored the touchdown. He's also the kicker and punter, so here he is to attempt the extra point. This attempt is up, and it is good. So with 7:43 to go in the third quarter, the Rams have reestablished a 2-touchdown lead, 26-14 on Thursday Night Lights. 7:43 to go in the third quarter. Greeneview with a 26-14 lead, and there's a look at the best seat in the house, presented by King's Furniture and Mattress Company. Greeneview fans definitely happy to see the Rams reestablish a 2-touchdown lead after a 60-yard run from Chase Walker. Again, Matt Digby, Keith Byars, Joshi, and our crew greeting you from Jamestown, Ohio, the eastern portion of Greene County, as Jace Hodges sends this kickoff presented by Carol Wirtz Tire Company. Taken on a couple of hops by Trent Davis. Quickly out to the 30, now reverses upfield, trying to go vertical, and will be stopped around the 35-yard line. That's where forward progress finally ends. So Waynesville, they had a great first drive, a touchdown to get back in the game. Greeneview quickly answers with a drive to get back in the game themselves. How important is it for Waynesville to keep this momentum going on offense? Because it hasn't worked the last couple minutes.
Yeah, you have to answer. And that time, Greeneview answered when Waynesville started to have wit. So now it's their time to answer.
Scoring summary presented by Arby's, a 65-yard drive, again taking a minute off the clock, and that's been the other key with the scoring drives, that they've been very quick about wasting. They haven't necessarily been the bleed out the clock like we may have seen in games last year, what we saw last week at Eaton.
No, yeah, I mean they're going to stay in attack mode, and keep the pressure on.
On first down, Alex Ambergy's pass a little bit behind Trent Davis. It brings up 2nd down and 10. We can say Garrett Lundy is back in the game. He did have to leave after picking up a cramp on that touchdown run, but he is back on the field for the Spartan offense. That is a huge must in terms of Waynesville's chances to get back in this game and come from behind, win this game.
You need all your talent on the field. I mean, he's one of the better players on their roster, so they need him in there. So glad it wasn't anything major. He's able to come back in. But you got to rely on, that veteran leadership, your juniors and the seniors, to pull you through tough games and get you back in there.
And it is Ambergy on the play action end around, and it ends up being Wade Von Handorf on the carry, quickly past the 40-yard line, so a gain of about 7.
You seen who was on the tackle, didn't you? Alex Horney. He come flying
again,
like he was shot out of a cannon.
That got me by surprise. Let's take a look at the replay presented by Lee's
trying to
Famous.
come up here on this tackle.
Lundy with the double handoff, and
out of nowhere, wham!
My goodness.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
that's Joey Ginobili.
Joey Ginobili, yes. Another playmaker that this Greeneview team has.
No shortage of playmakers tonight from either the Rams or the Spartans, and it's 3rd and 4, but we got a flag.
Flag on the play.
That ball. False start. Number 65 on the offense.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Oh, you hate those on 3rd down. It was 3rd and manageable. Now it's 3rd and long.
And this refereeing crew has done a good job letting the teams play tonight. We haven't seen many flags at all.
I didn't get a chance to mess with the referees before the game. I always tell them, hey, we want to watch football game, not you.
Well, they
give me a little smirk. I like to tease the referees.
They have done a good job making sure this game played in the right spirit.
They are doing a good job tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm fair, Mr. Referees out there listening.
So 3rd down and 9. The line of gain for the Spartans is their own 46-yard line. Caleb Sullivan in motion as Ambergy rolling to his right. Quickly having to get rid of the ball because TJ Pierce was ready to make the stop. Pass is complete, but did he get enough on forward progress?
I think if he would have stayed where he was, it would have been a 1st down. He came back for the ball, and now it's short.
The near official is mentioning that it is a 1st down, but a couple of the other officials are saying otherwise. Now everyone is motioning, move the chains. That should be. Whoa. Look at the play right here.
Yeah, I thought he was short. Because he can, but he makes the football move.
There's the catch. The foot was down at the 46, and the line to gain was the 46.
But he made a move to get up the field. You got to take that away.
Oh, it is a 1st down presented by Arby, so Waynesville keeps the drive going, and Garrett Lundy quickly past the 50, close to the 45-yard line, so the Spartans quickly moving the ball. Again, that is an Arby's 1st down. Well, if they hadn't given them the 1st down, Lundy would have picked it up on that carry. So
yeah, they were going to go
in
for
any way,
it down.
It all works out in the end for Waynesville.
I'm liking Greeneville rotating different defensive linemen, in there to keep them fresh because those trenches, they don't get enough recognition, but they do a lot of the yeoman's work.
And they have certainly made the opportunities for Ambergy's 1 touchdown run, Lundy's touchdown run on their last drive. Ambergy with time in the pocket going way downfield, and that jump ball is going to be caught for a Waynesville 1st down.
Wow,
Wade Von Handorf with a 1st down inside the 15. That's a 1st down presented by Arby's, and it moves the Spartans into the Donato's delivery zone.
He threw the ball high to give his guy a chance to make a play.
But a flag is bring it back. We do have a flag to bring it back. So I spoke a little early myself.
Ooh, that's the 2nd penalty on this drive.
And that negates what would have been a huge gain in favor of the Spartans. They were looking at a red zone situation, but that is not to be. In the meantime, be sure to tune in to Fox 45 weeknights for episodes of The Big Bang Theory as Sheldon Cooper and the gang navigate life. That's back-to-back episodes weeknights, 7 and 7:30 p.m. on Fox 45.
Second down, 12. Ball on the Spartan 44-yard line.
So a face mask was the call. They only call it a 5-yard face mask, so it still brings up 2nd and 12 instead of a 1st down in the red zone. So now can the Spartans get some more yardage to get that play back? Screen pass to Lundy. Plenty of space to maneuver past midfield and quickly inside the 40, close to the 35, and that is a Waynesville 1st down presented by Arby's.
It's 2nd and long. The defensive coaches are expecting screen. They yelled screen, but they didn't have it executed.
Yep.
You get better execution by Waynesville.
So they didn't get all that yardage on the one big play that was called back because of the face mask penalty, but they do get a significant
chunk. Yeah, they got a chunk of it right there.
So 1st and 10, they set up at the Greeneview 36-yard line. Waynesville has not led tonight. Ambergy rolling to his right. And he's quickly inside the 35, a gain to the 33-yard line. Did I see a late flag after the play? No, I did not.
No, there's no flag on the play.
It actually potentially was a fumble, but ruled contact down. Second down and 8 upcoming.
Ball at the Rams, 34-yard line.
Clock now under 4 minutes, 20 seconds to play in the third quarter.
This game is a battle of wills. Who can impose whose will on each other? This is a heavyweight fight. They're both are slugging it out.
Now that both teams are actually also having a chance to reset as Ambergy fires down the sideline, intended for Lundy. The pass is caught, but did he get both feet in? No, he did not.
All he needed was one in high school, but he got none in. By the time he secured the catch, he was already out of bounds.
Ambitious idea on the part of Waynesville, just checking to make sure where the feet were.
Nope, it was a good call by refs. See, refs, I'm complimenting you.
Clean defense by Tagabu Upchurch of Greeneview, who was the defender on that play for the Rams.
That was a good throw, good catch, just not in bounds. That was good defense.
Third down and 8 from the 34 with 3:54 to go in the third.
There's pressure.
Ambergy nearly hit as he throws. That pass is low, but caught by Lundy, and it should be enough for another Waynesville first down. It is ruled a completion, and that moves the Spartans inside the 25, and that is a Waynesville first down presented by Arby's.
Wow, look at this catch here. They bring pressure off, throws it. Hey, Lundy's going to remember that catch for a very long time. Good to go down on it. Thumbs down, hands up, bingo, good catch.
This time able to position himself in front of the defender instead of having the defender in front of him. This is
both teams are going at it.
A more methodical drive that we've seen from Waynesville so far tonight.
Keeper.
Ambergy on the QB keeper quickly broke one hole, cut up back towards inside the middle third, and was quickly met by a Ram defender. But it does move the Spartans into the red zone and the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's a great call for after the game. Order online after the game because every piece is important. And that is also indeed, they are moving the chains for another Waynesville first down presented by Arby's.
Yeah, we got a ball game here. I love it. I love it. Great atmosphere, great fans, both sides of the stands.
Under 3:10 to go in the third. Lundy, the lone man on the right hip of Ambergy in the backfield. From the 11, Ambergy, the QB keeper, quickly gets inside the 10 to maybe the 9, and that will bring up second and long.
Ambergy probably wishes he had handed that one off. You know, it's a read option. The Garrett Lundy, came through there pretty clean.
We definitely have had no shortage of highlights tonight, and we are looking forward to having a recap of tonight's game on Dayton 24/7 now, both on ABC 22 at 11 and on Fox 45 later tonight after the conclusion of Fox College football. Second down and 9 from the 10. Ambergy looking left. His pass is caught, and that's good for a Waynesville touchdown.
He found his favorite target, Garrett Lundy.
Our first passing touchdown of the night. It's presented by Donato's, and Waynesville is back within 6.
I know they wish they had that 2-point play earlier. Then it would be, field goal game. So I guess they're going to just probably kick it this time.
Well, that's something that will always come back to be a defining moment. We've had a situation that Greeneview has missed an extra point. Then they went for a 2-point conversion attempt, and they were unsuccessful on that. And Waynesville has had a 2-point conversion also be unsuccessful. But this is Kalen Walton to attempt the extra point. His first PAT of the night. It is good. And the Spartans are within 5 at 26-21 with 2:18 to go in the third. We've been treated to a great game so far, Keith Byars, and here's another look at that touchdown run, or touchdown pass.
Like they're in the backyard pitching and catching. Great protection by the offensive line. Receiver runs a good route, and the quarterback just lays it right in there where he catches it and no one else. Low and inside. Great catch. We got a ball game here. We really do. I mean, the Waynesville fans, they're excited. They're up clapping, getting there, willing their team back in the ball game. Greeneview, is doing an excellent job. This is still a whiteout. A lot of fans here. Nobody's going home. and they're encouraging their players. So we just got a good old-fashioned Thursday night lights slugfest.
Well, we had a competitive game last week in Preble County as the Eagles opened the season 1-0 with a win against Greeneville, and now Greeneview with a chance to go to 2-0. Again, this is the Rams' final non-conference game. They open OHC play next week on the road at West Liberty Salem, and then they're back home in 2 weeks against West Jefferson. So that's always going to be a tough matchup going up against both the Tigers and the Rough Riders. Waynesville is also back home next week. The Spartans will be taking on Goshen. This kickoff presented by Carroll Works Tire Company. It's a low, taking a couple hops, and almost over the head of a return man.
Got to field it.
But Cooper Payton eventually out to the 30, still on his feet to the 35-40. And Cooper Payton eventually taken down around the 43-yard line. 42, it looks like they'll mark it. Another great starting field position for the Greeneview offense.
Yes, I mean, a really good field position here. You know, these last 14 minutes and 10 seconds are going to be, determine who wins it. I mean, you have to dig down deep right now. We're not quite in the fourth quarter, but these kids are playing their hearts out. I mean, on both sides of the ball. Both offenses and defenses are playing hard.
There's a look at the RB scoring summary. 64-yard drive, ending in a 10-yard touchdown pass from Ambergy to Lundy.
It took 5 minutes and 15 seconds off the game clock.
As Chase Walker quickly met from behind the line of scrimmage, that's going to bring up a loss on the play, 2nd and long. And you mentioned 5 minutes, by far the longest scoring drive we've had tonight.
Yes, indeed, we have. It was methodical, and you gave your defense a chance to get some rest.
At the same time, though, you have a lot of players on both teams that are playing both ways, offense and defense.
Yeah. When I played both ways in high school, I didn't play special teams. I'd take a blow and punt team and punt return. So that was my blow. Thank you.
Well, did you want to, or were the coaches adamant that you stay?
I wanted to. I said, let me get a little bit of a breather.
Horty on the play action decided to keep it, and Greeneview quickly going backwards each of these last two plays. Momentum back with Waynesville, and it's going to bring up 3rd and very long. Close to 16-17 to go to move the chains. They need to get to the 48-yard line of Waynesville.
Yeah, I mean, these are two well-coached teams. I mean, you can see it. Neither team was going to panic, especially Waynesville. They got down big early, hang in there.
Yep.
And Greeneview gave up a lead, but they haven't deviated from their game plan.
And we have a great game to look forward to next week as well. Miami East on the road at Northwestern. Our coverage begins at 7 p.m. next Thursday. That's going to be in Clark County. So Preble, Greene, and Clark, the counties for where we have our first 3 Thursday Night Lights games. As Horty's pass way short of the intended recipient. 3rd down was that play. So a 3 and out after a promising return by Cooper Payton. The Waynesville defense again forces a Greeneview 3 and out.
Yeah, with the pressure, being brought by the defensive end, number 54, Alex Mills, he really impacted that throw. Would not allow, Alex Horny step into that throw. So good defense.
He pushed an offensive lineman into the left leg of Horny. No injuries, thankfully, but a great punt by Greeneview. It's going to pin the Spartans inside their own 15-yard line with 23 seconds left. As here's a look at the sideline. Plenty of fans making the trip out to Don Knock Field here in Jamestown. As here's another look at the punt from Chase Walker. Yeah, we haven't seen many punts today, but the ones we have seen have been excellent.
They have been. Excellent punt there. No chance for a return. Get yards and get the ball out of bounds.
So 23.9 seconds on the clock. Waynesville will take over at their own 16. Again, they have not yet led today. Can they go with do you feel they'll go with another drive to bleed out the clock, not just getting points, but also taking a lot of time off the clock as well?
I think they're going to call something conservative here to go 2nd down and finish the drive in the 4th quarter. Let's say break a long one with 23 seconds to go in the 3rd.
Well, there's a handoff to Lundy up the left side. Quickly past one man, past the 20-yard line. He's going to be forced out of bounds. But after a very lengthy
almost
game,
a little too much extracurricular activity.
Again, this refereeing crew has done a good job letting the players play.
That was a good no call.
They're deciding the game on the field in good faith.
I mean, you know, don't give them a chance to call a 15-yard penalty on you. You know, the whistles are blowing, and there's no reason for that extra shove right there. Don't get a referee's opportunity to make it back.
Gain of a little more than 4 on the play. Second and roughly 6 upcoming from the 21-yard line with 17 seconds to go in the third.
Sure, Ryan Haynes would have preferred to stay in bounds in the clock. So
this time Amberge rolling to his right, trying to keep it himself. And he's not going to be able to get very many, maybe a yard or two, but that is how the third quarter will end. An eventful third quarter, just like we've had an eventful game so far. And Keith Byars, we're looking forward to a great fourth quarter.
I'm fired up for this fourth quarter. A winner will be determined.
26-21 Greeneview, 12 minutes to go coming up. We are ready for the fourth quarter of what has been indeed an exciting game between Greeneview and Waynesville. Rams with the ball, with the 26-21 lead, but Waynesville with the ball, and on 3rd and 2, a quick handoff and a tackle for loss as a big play needed by the Greeneview defense. That was on the spot for the Rams. That was number 52. A credit to Blake Midlam, the senior captain.
Yeah, gap penetration here, beat the one-on-one block, and just really, that was a blitz, I'm sorry. He came in blitzing, and they didn't unaccounted for it. Got there before Lundy got a chance to get the leg started.
So 4th and 4, and Waynesville will punt for the first time in a while. We haven't
first
seen
time this half.
We haven't seen a lot of punts, but that said, Garrett Lundy did have one punt earlier in the game that pinned Greeneview all the way back inside their own 5-yard line. So if he can get another punt like that, take up some clock as well. Otherwise, Greeneview in great field position to take back momentum after it appeared Waynesville had really taken back the momentum themselves for good. Here's Lundy's punt. Chase Walker, the lone man back for the Rams. He takes it at the 44. Quickly gets by one man to midfield. Now cutting up against the grain and getting close to about the 47-yard line. So a great starting field position for Greeneview. Meanwhile, next week we are on the road in Clark County. The Miami East Vikings will be taking on the Northwestern Warriors. That game will be right here on MyTV Dayton. That's channel 22.3 over the air, channel 24 on Spectrum. Our coverage begins at 7 from northwest of Clark County in the just northwest of Springfield. The Vikings and the Warriors, both teams right now 1-0. They each have a key game tomorrow. Miami East, I know, is getting ready to take on Carlisle. Northwestern also with a key game against the Green and Knights. So a chance to see 2 2-0 teams next week, assuming both win.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking forward to seeing that game. I really am.
Meanwhile, a long way from over here, a handoff around the left side is Cooper Payton. He's quickly inside the 45 to about the 41.
Okay, Cooper Payton is a load. He gets his shoulder square. Nobody really wants to get in front of that.
He had a chance to talk with him yesterday. A quiet confidence about Cooper Payton, as you can interact with us on Facebook at Dayton247 now. Whether you're here at the field, Don Knott Field at Jamestown, or whether you're watching from home, share with us your photos. Find us on Facebook at Dayton247 now. Second down and 4. This is Cooper Payton again. He's got a blocker in front of him, and good for a Greeneview first down inside the 35. That will move the chains for a Rams first down presented by Backmasters.
It's only a 5-point game, but you got a sense that, Greeneview is trying to impose their will here on this drive, to have a good 4-5 minute drive that ends in a touchdown, to get them up 33 to 21, 8-point game. You kind of sense that's their, mentality on this drive. And if you're Waynesville, at some point you got to just take a stand and say no more first downs.
Handoff to Payton. He was met behind the line of scrimmage first contact. He's able to fall forward and gain a couple of yards, but it will still bring up second and long. And I think Greeneview might now be going for the method that Waynesville had on their last touchdown. They were able to take up 5 minutes off the clock. I'm sure Greeneview, they don't just want points. They also wouldn't mind taking off 5 minutes off the clock here.
Oh, yeah, 5 minutes and a touchdown. Yeah, that would just be grand.
To make it a 2-possession game,
to make it a 2-possession game, if you're a Greeneview fan.
We are under 10 minutes, and you do see the Rams offense starting to act a little bit more deliberately. Both teams, they haven't been super deliberate. They've been very efficient in getting the ball up and down the field in terms of running plays. But here's Horny on the option, keeper. And again, he's able to fall forward inside the 30.
I mean, Horny is a load. I mean, you get the sense this kid actually really, really, really loves football. And that's what he's, remarked earlier. He tells his parents, hey, I had a game on Thursday Night Lights. I'm going to college for free. So whatever college gets him, they're going to get a leader and a hard worker. They could not ask for a better player to play on the next level.
He is a senior. A lot of seniors on this team and a lot of seniors on Waynesville who have multiple years of varsity football experience. Here's Cooper Payton around the left side. He is moving closer and closer to the 25, but on 3rd and 5, he's not able to move the chains.
Yeah, it was he ran through that tackle in the backfield. So, Greeneview's Waynesville's giving you all they got. And so, you see both teams got hands on their hips. They're both, sucking a little air. But that's why you work hard in off season.
Exactly.
You do all that training for nights like today. So you got to mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. Dig out for something a little extra here with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
4th and 2. By my view, this is the first 4th down that Greeneview has gone for tonight. Waynesville, by contrast, is 1 for 2.
We always tell the guys, don't jump the snap. Inside handoff.
Handoff to Chase Walker quickly has the first down inside the 25 and moving inside the 20. And Chase Walker breaks free for a 26-yard touchdown.
Just kept the legs moving. They hit him. Thought the full momentum would stop, but no, he just kept going, kept those legs turning.
He wasn't happy with 2 yards. He wasn't happy with 3. He'll take the 26 and a touchdown presented by Donatos.
I just remarked about all that offseason work. You work so hard. And, you got to find something extra to impose on your will. And that's exactly happened, right there.
32-21 the score now as the extra point comes up, and it will be again attempted by Walker, who receives congratulations right there from TJ Pierce, and that's now a 60-yard run and a 26-yard run for Chase Walker. So in addition to all the work he's done on the ground, he's had 86 yards just of touchdown runs alone as they go for 2.
They're going to get it.
Cooper Payton takes the handoff up the left side. It is good, and that is important because it makes it now a 13-point game. Waynesville needs 2 touchdowns, and they'll need extra points as well. 8:52 to go from Jamestown. 34-21. Greeneview with the lead.
Trophy time or not yet? Too early?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A live look at the best seat in the house presented by King's Furniture and Mattress. The Greeneview faithful still here for the whiteout and still in a celebratory mood after that 26-yard touchdown run. In the meantime, here we are looking over to our... there we are. Matt Digby. I'm just a regular guy, Matt Digby. This is the college
here. It's a little hot up here.
This is the College Football Hall of Famer Keith Byars. But glad you could join us on this Thursday night as the kickoff presented by Carroll Works Tire Company is taken by Waynesville. And again, they'll have solid starting field position, but definitely at this point with 8:47 to go in the half, points are an absolute must. And maybe not just for a field goal, they need a touchdown.
Yes, with 8 minutes and 47 seconds to go in the game, it's the fourth quarter. This is what you work so hard for. They're not going to say it's really. I'm going to call 4-down territory if they get to the 40. And they're going to be close to it. Really, it's 4 down. You need stops.
Yep.
And if you're Waynesville, you need points on the board. If you're Greeneview, you need stops. So it's punterless football from here unless you got 4th and 30. They're going to have to go for it. So everything just take what the defense gives you.
Lambergy handles the low snap and quickly gets at least 9 yards. Going to be close to another first down. They may mark him short, though. The one referee is signaling again. And I will say that's maybe a little favorable in Waynesville's favor.
He's trying to move for the first down?
The one referee on our side of the field was trying to signal to move the chains, but now the other referees are going to have a conference. By my count, he was at least a yard short.
Yeah, I agree with you. It looks short to me also.
It was a great run by Alex Ambergy. He needed, to get past the line of scrimmage. They can't afford a loss on the play, and it certainly was not a loss. And now it looks like they are going to bring out the chains for a measurement. First time we'll have seen that tonight.
We probably sit about once every other game.
Yeah.
So about 3 or 4 times a year.
So a pivotal measurement upcoming. The ruling on the field is that he was about less than a yard short.
Wow. Okay, yeah, that's good and short. They didn't need to measure.
It is indeed, yeah. So a great run by Alex Ambergy to get positive yards on that first play. It's just not going to be a first down. Here's another replay.
Yeah, that, to me, it looked like a no-brainer. It's second down. Yeah, you can remember where the ball is, not where the body landed.
So they have officially marked it a gain of 9, second down and 1 from the 46, and now Waynesville very quickly going up to the line. They also aware because it's a 2-possession game, time is not necessarily on their side. Ambergy, the lone man in the backfield with 2 receivers on the right.
Here we go. Empty backfield.
Rolling to his left.
Trying
to buy some time and just having to shovel pass it forward to prevent a loss on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, you don't want to take a loss in that situation.
Especially staying in bounds, not just losing yardage, but also the clock would run out. In the meantime, be sure to tune in just a few minutes. Check out the latest news with Adam Arrow and Elise Coulter from around the Miami Valley. That's Dayton 24/7 now, coming up tonight at 11 p.m. on ABC 22. And you also have the full forecast from Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters. That's on ABC 22 tonight at 11 and over on Fox 45 at the conclusion of college football. 3rd down and 1. Ambergy keeper up the middle. This time he should have enough for the first down pickup. That's a Waynesville first down presented by Bathmasters. And this time I think the spot is correct.
Yeah, they're not even going to measure this one. Move the chains, and now we're almost at the 8-minute mark. The clock is still running. Waynesville got to pick up the pace in their offense.
8:14 and counting. 8:15 and counting, pardon me. As Ambergy again with time. Going to air it out to the right side. Caught by Lundy. Got around one defender inside the 40. That's good for another Waynesville first down presented by Bathmasters. And it moves them inside the Greeneview 40-yard line.
The clock stops until the officials get the clock set. Before they get the chain set before they restart the clock. So Waynesville's got to play faster.
Well, they have quickly moved up to the line of scrimmage. The line is as Ambergy receiving instructions from the coaching staff on the sideline. Clock now under 8 minutes to go in regulation. Ambergy looking to his left, completes the pass to Lundy. Gets around one man and taken out of bounds. That was King Tripp on the stop for the Rams.
Yeah, first time we've called that name tonight.
He's a 6'2 junior, so he'll be back next year.
I was looking at him in pregame. He's got good size.
Lundy does get out of bounds, but it is a gain of just 9, so 2nd and 1 upcoming from the 30-yard line.
I'm expecting pressure out of Greeneview at any minute. They've been mixing their blitzes in a lot. They play soft, they play coverage.
Ambergy quickly forced back to the 40-yard line. Pass complete to Caleb Sullivan, who's able to get inside the 20, stay in bounds.
Wow, looked like he was out of bounds, but apparently not. The referees got a better angle than we do.
And that's a key pickup for the Spartans. That's a good for a first down presented by Bathmasters. It also moves Waynesville into the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's a great call for after the game. Every piece is important.
So far, this drive is working out exactly, the way Waynesville drew it up. We know we can't afford to go 4-3 and out or 4 and out. We've got to get points in the air. Here comes the blitz. They bring some pressure.
Hammerking's pass wide open. A broken assignment as Lundy in for the touchdown. 18-yard touchdown pass. And this game is not over yet.
We got a one-score ball game again.
Touchdown presented by Donato's. So Lundy was on the receiving end of a 9-yard pass late in the third quarter, and now he receives his second touchdown pass, his third overall.
Lundy, Ambergy, everybody, King, everybody's had a chance to make a play.
And this important PAT, it is up and is good, and Waynesville back to a 6-point deficit. 34-28 with plenty of time to go on week 2 of Thursday Night Lights. $7:25 to go in regulation. Greeneview leading Waynesville 34-28 on week 2 of Lee's famous Recipe Chicken Thursday Night Lights. And there is the TNL Champions Trophy that will be presented to the winning team at the conclusion of tonight's game. Last week it was the Eaton Eagles celebrating with the trophy on home turf, and Greeneview certainly wanting to replicate that. And for the longest time, especially in the first half, it looked like they were going to be well on their way to a big win. But credit to Waynesville. They have not quit. They've played. They've overcome those adversities, and now they're back to a 6-point game.
Yeah, they said we heard it was a 48-minute game, so we're here to play 48 minutes, not 12, not 24, 36. We're here to play 48 minutes, and that's how Waynesville's playing. But so's Greeneview.
Yeah.
Greeneview has answered the bell also.
This kickoff presented by Carol Works Tire Company. Almost risky decision by Cooper Payton to let the ball roll through the grass.
It almost stopped at the 1
for a touchback, and it would have been a live ball had it just stopped at the 1. Nearly a gift of a play for Waynesville, but Greeneview will gladly take the touchback and begin their drive on the 20-yard line. Garrett Lundy is with his second receiving touchdown. That caps off the latest RB scoring summary, a 7-play, 63-yard drive. The one thing that sticks out to me, only a minute and 22 seconds of game time. Still plenty of time to go overall tonight.
Yeah, that was huge to go 73 yards in 6 plays. 63 yards in 7 plays in only a minute 22. So they was getting out of bounds, converting first downs, and that's, you got to give credit to Alex Ambergy. That's our senior leadership.
And here's the other senior Alex quarterback for Greeneview, Alex Horney. He hands off to the backfield, and that will just eat up clock. We'll still bring up 2nd and long, though, as we've got a helmet come off.
Yeah. He hates that. I mean, we've seen some really good football. A lot of good football players on this field tonight. Ambergy can play on my team at any time. Alex Horney can play on my team at any time. Lundy can play on my team at any time. Chase Walker, they got a lot of talent on the football field.
Not just talent, but also experience. They've been on the competing on the varsity level for some time. As Horney nearly broke one tackle, eventually gets out past the 30-yard line. That should be enough for a Greeneview first down, presented by Bathmasters, and it indeed will move the chains.
When in doubt, put the ball in Horney's hands. Good things have a tendency to happen, as long as he's got that football.
Well, Horney was the star of the first half. Second half has belonged, at least stat-wise and scoring-wise, a little bit more to Chase Walker, but Alex Horney still making his presence known.
He really is. He really is. He knows how big this drive is. Right now, Waynesville has the momentum. A touchdown and an extra point, they got the lead. So it's a one-possession game.
On 1st and 10 from the 33, clock under 6.5 to play. This is Cooper Payton back in the game around the left side and quickly out past the 40. He may be close to another first down. The FAR official is indeed marking him at the 44, which should be enough for another Greeneview first down. And indeed, the chains are moving. A Ram first down presented by Bathmasters.
We're in the midst of that methodical drive. If you're Greeneview, you say, man, we're driving to win the game. We're not coming off this field unless we got a touchdown. Interview Waynesville, we got to give our offense a chance. We can't let them get over the 50 and start playing even slower. They're a milking clock. So, hey, all that off-season training, this is what it's all about.
Peyton met behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a short loss on the play. That was a smart play by number 57 for Waynesville. That's Adam New. So brings up second down, and they are maybe giving him just a half yard, but still second and long upcoming for the Rams.
Yeah, not much there. Not much there, but they on the stat sheet, he gets a yard.
Yep.
Whether it's 2 feet 9 inches or 9 inches 2 feet.
This drive is coming up on 2 minutes in length. Second and 10 from the 44. Horny with a keeper up the middle, doing all he can just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He doesn't die. He's still not down.
Into a positive
Still
game.
not down.
For progress, eventually taken down at the 50-yard line right at midfield, and also staying inbound. So that clock is going to continue to roll inside 5 minutes.
I think I know who's getting the ball on this play, and I'm not Connor Stallion stealing signals. It's going to be Horny or Pierce.
Well, as we get set for this third down play, be sure to tune in weeknights at 7 and 7:30 on ABC 22 for Family Feud with Steve Harvey as the host. And in the meantime, right now, 3rd and 4 with under 4:40 to play.
You got him outflanked on the right side.
Horny, keeper himself. Going to be close, but I don't think he'll have it. So 4th and 1 upcoming from about the 48-yard line. Do you go for it or just let the clock run down and take a timeout? Both teams do have all three timeouts. So if Greeneview wants to let the clock run down, and
yeah, they're letting it tick off right now.
This drive already more than 3 minutes old.
We call that championship drives.
Okay.
You know, winning drives. You want to win this game. This is the game. This is the drive you have. I know we had our drive of the game. We had a couple, early entries for drive of the game, and right now this could be, one of the drives of the game.
And Ryan Haynes, indeed, waiting for the shot clock, the play clock to run down as low as it can without taking the penalty. So 4th down and 2 from the Waynesville 48-yard line, a pivotal play. With 3:46 to go in the game, do you take the punt, Keith, or do you go for it?
Ooh, that's a lot. I'm punting.
You punt?
I'm punting. Trust my defense. You win with defense. You preach it all the time. Give the defense a chance to win the game.
Do they have one more stop in them? They were excellent the first 20-plus minutes of the game. Remember, Waynesville had the very first drive of the ball game. They had a methodical drive moving past midfield, but then a 3rd down pass by Alex Ambergy was intercepted, returned by Alex Horny all the way inside the 25-yard line, and that led to the very first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, I'm going to trust my defense and send our punter can at least get the ball inside the 30 or 20-yard line and make them go 70, 80 yards.
But right now, for all intents and purposes, that pick and the ensuing touchdown, that's the difference in this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, Wow, here we go.
They are going to go for it.
This.
No one on the left side, plenty of receivers on the right.
You're Waynesville, you're saying nobody's offside, nobody jump offside.
Horny running to his left on the option. And a hole broke open enough for Horny to get the first down to the 45. They took a gamble, but it pays off, and Greeneview will now be able to milk more clock.
We call it a gamble, but how much is it a gamble when you get about a Horny?
Yeah.
It's kind of odd. It's a little in your favor. Great play.
That is indeed a first down presented by Bathmasters, and it means that Greeneview will next take the snap with less than 3:20 to go on the clock. This drive already approaching 4 minutes in length. And we have the trophy presentation and our superlatives upcoming. We will have the player, play, and drive of the game at the conclusion of what has been a very entertaining contest.
Oh.
And now Greeneview is going to have to call another timeout with 3:08.
They didn't want to do that.
It was one thing to call a timeout before the 4th down play, but not necessarily this situation. Well, again, a reminder of we've had a good game last week, good game tonight, and next week we should be expecting a great game between Miami and Northwestern, teams from the Three Rivers Conference and the Central Buckeye Conference.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that week, too. The game faces I don't get that often, so I'm happy to be here tonight.
Yep.
Greeneview. And I'm excited about next week also go to Northwestern.
And And then 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be at Trotwood for a matchup that we've had each of the last 2 years, and it's turned out to be a dandy. Alter at Trotwood Madison.
Alter at Trotwood, yes indeed.
Alter, of course, the reigning runners-up in the state in Division 4. They went on sort of a Cinderella run to make it all the way to Canton, although they ultimately finished as runners-up to Ted Ginn Sr. and Cleveland Glenville. But
yeah, that Glenville team is huge, big, and well coached.
Glenville won their week 1 game last week against my alma mater, Upper Arlington. Well, here's first down. Horny breaking through the outside, and this should be the capper. Alex Horny from 45 yards out for a Greeneview touchdown.
His 4th touchdown of the evening. When in doubt, go to your lead horse. And he has been special all night long. I can't say enough superlative things about him. He can play for me. He's going to college for free. And they're going to get a great, hard-working stud of a football player.
That is his 4th rushing touchdown of the night. You were right, Keith. Yeah, my mistake. Well read. That touchdown presented by Donatos, and Alex Horny, he started the game with a touchdown run. He's putting the game.
He's just putting it on his shoulders.
A low extra point. But it is still a 2-possession game with 2:59 to go in regulation time.
Look at this. The hole just opened up and he gets his shoulder squared. Gets up the field, accelerates through the hole, and just look at the offensive lineman running down the field with a big number 76. You got to reward the big fella. I got to reward him too and call his name. Caden Brubaker. He said, my parents want to hear my name called too.
Great block by Caden Brubaker to spring Horny free for, again, his 4th touchdown run of the game. His first since the first half. We were mentioning first half belonged to Horny. Second half was in a situation where it kind of belonged to Chase Walker for Greeneview. But Horny's like, yeah, I'll take that mantle
I'll take that one.
And the other important thing, that drive, the timing. We're now under 3 minutes to go. That drive took more than 4 minutes off the clock.
And that's when Waynesville most dangerous, late in the half. And this is late in the game. I wonder if they're going to kick it to him.
Well, here we go. Kickoff presented by Carol Wirtz Tire Company. Jace Hodges is the man. 2 men deep are Garrett Lundy and Trent Davis, as has been the norm for the Spartans on kickoff returns. And it's a short kick. It's actually taken up by one of the up men, the lineman, number 54, Alex Mills.
Let's see, he gets to tell his kids one day, I used to turn kicks in college, in high school.
Exactly. On a televised game.
Let me break the film out. I'll show you that to me.
And that only took 3 seconds off the clock, so 2:56 to go. But again, because it's now a 2-possession game, time of the absolute essence for Waynesville. They do have all 3 timeouts, but now they're starting to be in a situation where they're up against it.
Yeah, I mean, it was, quote unquote, back in my day, sometimes we would have 2 plays called in the huddle. With technologies and hand signals now, they don't need to do that. You may call 2 plays, but you don't have to.
First down from the 40. Ambergy looking to his right, tries to air it out, tried a screen pass for Trent Davis, but it was just beyond the reach of the receiver, so it brings up 2nd down and 10.
They said, you fooled me once, shame on me. Shame on you, you fooled me twice, shame on me. They wasn't going for that screen play that time. Everybody stayed home and read your keys.
Again, Greeneview looking to move to 2-0. Waynesville looking for their first win of the season, as Ambergy's pass is going to be short, intended for Davis, but he looked like he may have been hit as he threw the ball.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he was able to step all the way into that throw. Kind of threw it with all arms.
Again, looking at the schedule next week for both teams, Greeneview is going to start Ohio Heritage Conference play with a big test on the road at West Liberty Salem, and then they've also got a key test in 2 weeks back here at Don Knock Field against West Jefferson. Waynesville, meanwhile, will be back home in Warren County for their final non-conference game against Joshi. Ambergy rolling to his left or his right, and he's going to be sacked by Chase Walker. Exactly not what they wanted to happen, and it happens with 2.5 minutes.
That's the last thing you needed was a big loss.
on third down to boot.
Oh.
And that was actually Jacob Doherty on the sack.
Now you're looking at fourth and forever.
Jacob Doherty quickly got behind the line, and Amberkey just couldn't evade the pressure.
Fourth and 22.
4th and 22, and it's a situation of why not. And a pass over the middle, complete, and that completes.
Wow, yeah.
That completes a outstanding play to keep the drive going. What a catch by Wade Von Handorf.
Well, the playbook is real thin at 4th and 22, yeah. But they was able to dial up one. Great job by Ben Johnson. Great execution. We fit that ball between 3 defenders.
Pardon me, that was Garrett Lundy on the reception.
Yeah, that's their last timeout.
And the Rams call their final timeout with 2 minutes left. So we thought this was going to be Waynesville's last stand. They're saying we're not done yet. We've got a game here
yes,
still.
Indeed. No quit.
So Ryan Haynes.
But that's what Thursday Night Lights bring out of the players, too. They know they got this film. I'm on film.
So now what's the message?
Lose or draw, they're going to play hard.
What's the message right now? You see Ryan Haynes talking to his players. Okay, guys, we're 2 minutes away. Let's not do anything crazy. First, we'll find out. We'll go to Tage.
You guys have few notes. I spoke with coaches and administrators on both teams throughout the day today about heat. They are encouraging their players to drink extra water all day long. In fact, the Waynesville head coach, he's been hammering that point in all week. They even changed their practice schedule to accommodate the heat this week. This is a factor in tonight's game for all sides, but hopefully everyone can get the heat, myself included. I'll send it back up to you guys in the broadcast booth.
All right, thank you, Tage. That was something that was definitely discussed throughout the afternoon today, the heat. But both teams have been able to manage it fairly well, and especially in the case of Greeneview, they've been able to score in every quarter. But now Waynesville, they're not out of tricks yet.
No.
First attempt from the 46 of Greeneview. Pass over the middle is incomplete. It fell short of the intended receiver. That was number 22, Trent Davis. And now 1:55 to play.
Yeah, as long as you got Alex Emberger on your team, you feel like you got a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and he's going to give you all he got. The players believe in him. And so we'll see.
Second down and 10 now. As the pass complete, and one broken
1
tackle
minute
by
break.
Garrett Lundy. Quickly taken down inside the 20. That's good enough for another Waynesville first down presented by Bathmasters. And it also moves them to the Donato's delivery zone once again. Donato's a great call for after the game.
Emberger just fit that ball in there, caught him and slide. Almost dropped it, but he held on.
Once again, another key reception by Garrett Lundy, and the Spartans not out of this game yet. Amberkey quickly finding himself under pressure. Dances to his left, gets the throw away. The pass is low, but it is caught.
Yeah, but he didn't get enough for the first down. The clock is going to continue to run. You know, you got to get up and spike this one, I would think.
It is
but
second.
Knowing Alex Amberger, he still wants to make a play.
It is indeed ruled second and inches from the 10. Amberkey, no spike. He's quickly going to go for a throw over the middle, and the pass is intercepted in the end zone.
Oh.
Jamarius Benson for the Rams.
He came through with that one. I think a little miscommunication. That's why you heard me say spike it.
Yep.
Make sure you get the play you got.
Garrett Lundy, again, the intended man, but Amberkey just threw a little bit ahead of him. And I have to say, it's a full circle. The game began with a Waynesville interception, the first meaningful play, and this could very well be the absolute deciding meaningful play.
First time they had the ball, it ended in interception. The last time they had the ball, it's ended in interception. They still got all three timeouts. You know, do you take them here and make them punt?
For pure gamesmanship purposes.
No use taking them back to the bus. They can't use them there. Can't they use them at home?
They won't be able to use it.
They'll
get
use them now.
3 brand new timeouts next week against Goshen. Horny just trying to go with the keeper. And he's going to stay in bounds, and indeed that will be a timeout taken by Waynesville, their first. It comes with 1 minute and 9 seconds to play.
Timeout, Spartans.
I mean, it comes down. They need 2 scores, so they can't be too methodical. they got to take some chances. You know, that's why it wasn't the interception in the end zone. You know, you got to give your guy a chance.
Well,
you have to give him a chance.
Credit has to be given to Waynesville. The fact that we mentioned they did not quit. They fell behind 19-0. They did not quit. They were in the 4th and 22 situation this last drive. They were able to get that 22-yard conversion, 25-yard play.
This is not an 0-1 football team. They've improved a lot since last week. You know, both teams. You know, so looks like, you know, barring anything catastrophic, Waynesville going to be 2-0. I mean, 0-2 to start their season. And Greeneview will be 2-0.
A huge confidence booster. That's what both teams talked about in terms of what a win would do, setting them up for week 3 as we are already into the normality of high school football in the fall. As Walker out to the left side, it's a positive gain, but probably not what he was hoping for. He was forced out of bounds.
Yeah, Coach Ryan Haynes is going. That's a coachable moment. They're talking about that in the field. Hey, you got another situation. Fall down. That little extra yard doesn't matter right now. Yeah, you got to play down and distance and clock.
So 3rd down and 3 from the 27 with just over a minute to go. Again, Greeneview, they'll have their first road game of the season next week when they go to West Liberty Salem. It will be their conference opener in the Ohio Heritage Conference. They have won each the last 3 years the South Division title, going for 4 in a row.
This play is going through Alex Horney. But he hands it off.
It's a handoff to Chase Walker, who's quickly past the 30, and perhaps even more importantly, he is tackled inbounds. That's good for a Greeneview first down presented by Bathmasters, and that puts the Rams at the 32-yard line, and the clock will run once the chains are set with 56 seconds to go.
No, I don't think they'll put the ball in the air, so you need a good old-fashioned fumble.
And you need it quickly because Greeneview is just going to let the clock run down.
Yep.
They have no timeouts left. Greeneview doesn't, but not that it matters to them. Waynesville does have 2.
And when I get 2 timeouts, I try not to use them. You know, well, they're not going to run another play.
Well, we were optimistic of a great game, but we have a flag. Think they may have
that much sports. Like, was it 12 people on the field?
Delay a game.
Delay a game against the Rams.
So I'll just move it back 5 yards, but that will.
Yeah, you can take a knee, and the clock will run out after they take all their last time out. Just keep it on 4th down.
Well, it appears only one play left that all Alex Horney would need to do is take the knee. And indeed, that's what happens. Ben Johnson will not take a timeout, and that will conclude what has been. We were hopeful for a great game, and we did get a great game.
We delivered.
But the Greeneview Rams moved to 2-0 with a 40-28 win over the Waynesville Spartans. And on their first appearance in 7 years, the Greeneview Rams are victorious on Thursday Night Lights. There's Ryan Haynes congratulating Ben Johnson, and we certainly wish the best to both coaches and their teams in the rest of the season. Trophy presentation after the game. This is Thursday Night Lights. And welcome back to Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken Thursday Night Lights, presented by Cincinnati area Toyota dealers. The Greeneview Rams now 2-0 after a 40-28 win over the Waynesville Spartans. And right now, let's go down to Tage Joshi, who is with Coach Ryan Haynes and the victorious Rams. Tage?
I know you like that 4th and 1 call.
Yeah, I did. Coach, that was a huge win for you guys. A lot of momentum throughout the game. What was the key to getting everybody ready and excited for tonight's game?
I mean, the atmosphere that you guys bring gets everybody excited. I do want to give Sarah Orr, our athletic trainer, a shout out. She did a great job making sure that we could practice healthy this week. I want to make sure she gets her due justice. And it's just these guys just keep battling. It's hot, the elements, both teams are fighting hard, and they just kept playing next play.
Just like you said, you got to thank the trainers because it has been a hot week, but you got to pick someone else to thank. And I'm going to leave it up to you. Is there a specific position group, a player? Who are you shouting out tonight? Who was the key to tonight's victory?
I mean, it's all around. It's tough to pick one. I will say, when I was talking to one of their coaches after the game, he said, you guys beat us up pretty good, so I'll give that offensive line at the end of the game a lot of credit.
A big me to present to you and your whole team our Thursday Night Lights Champions Trophy presented by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken.
of Greeneview Rams players as they get ready to enter conference play. They take care of business against non-conference opponents, a win over Northridge, and now a win over Waynesville. They are 2-0 as they go on the road to West Liberty Salem next week. Coming up, we have our superlatives of the game. We are going to start with our play of the game. It's presented by Carroll Works Tire Company. And we're going to go back to the first part of the second quarter when Greeneview was pinned inside their 5-yard line. A 96-yard touchdown run by Alex Horney to put the Rams up 13-0. And looking back on it now, Keith Byars, that was really the turning point that really put the momentum in Greeneview's favor.
Third down. And, third and long, and he goes 96 yards. And it was like, wow, early in the game, too? What a play. Play of the day, Alex Horney.
Well, Alex Horney wins.
We're going to call that name a lot tonight.
We will be, because right next up is our Big Sandy Superstore Impact Player of the Game, and there were several people who had a legitimate shot at this title, but Alex Horney, this was the very first drive of the game. Horney intercepting an Alex Ambergy pass and returning it deep inside Waynesville territory. That would lead to the first of 4 touchdown runs, and he had a couple of nice throws like this bullet to Joey Gianoble.
Foul time. And then he puts the ball in there, makes guys miss in space, and look, another just impactful. I mean, both sides of the ball, he's doing it. Here again, boom, that was touchdown number 2, I believe. Here's touchdown number 3, 96 yards.
Here's the big one, 96 yards. So Alex,
he's running away from people. They're not even closing on it.
Alex Horney definitely had the opportunity for a big game, and he did not pass that opportunity up with 4 touchdown runs when all was said and done.
And this is another third down touchdown.
Yep.
Had him pinned in there. I thought he had a hand on him in the backfield. Thought he was going to get him under the ground. Nope, he broke a tackle. And also broke your hearts. Let's go in another touchdown.
And our final superlative of the night, the drive of the game presented by Carroll Works Tire Company, and it's going to be the very last drive for Greeneview that ended in points. It took nearly 4.5 minutes off the clock when Waynesville had just scored a touchdown to pull back to within 6. It wasn't necessarily the most flashy, razzle-dazzle type of drives, but they needed yards and they got yards.
Yeah, but that's what Ryan Haynes just said in the trophy presentation. The unsung heroes, I talk about all the time, that offensive line. This in the fourth quarter, they're just pounding, and then they spring again. Alex Horney for another 4th touchdown of the evening.
So well done to the Greeneview Rams. Again, they are 2-0. They will be on the road next week, their first road contest when they go to visit West Liberty Salem. Waynesville is now 0-2. They'll look for their first win next week when they are back home against Goshen. Meanwhile, week 3, we will be in Clark County for Miami East and Northwestern. Those 2 teams had winning starts last week. They're looking ahead to tomorrow's games, and they should be looking forward to potentially going into next week's game at 2-0. And I know you're looking forward to that game as much as we had a treat tonight, Keith.
Oh, absolutely. First 2 weeks have just been barn burners, just great football, high school football at its highest level. And, next week, I think that's going to continue. I can't wait to get there to see that matchup.
It definitely will. So 2 weeks down, 8 weeks to go. And again, we'll have coverage of this game coming up on Dayton 24/7 now in a few minutes, ABC 22 at 11, and then Fox 45 later tonight after the conclusion of college football. Our thanks to Waynesville High School and Greeneview High School for their participation in tonight's contest. This has been a production of Dayton 24/7 now and Classic Teleproductions. Now for Keith Byars, Tage Joshi, and our crew, I'm Matt Digby, signing off from Jamestown. The Greeneview Rams are 2-0. Good night from Jamestown.